There's a new One Piece live action cast video that we can watch later.
Is it the one where they're like, uh, what is it? What's it called?
Reading fan letters.
Yes. Oh yeah, I had that one
Oh,
saved. I think.
okay.
Um, let me see. Did you look up the right thing? What'd you look up? Loose curls.
Yeah, just literally just loose girl's black person hair.
That's great. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. That's pretty much it. Um,
Okay.
which I think would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, hello stream. Hello YouTube.
Hello.
We're
This
back at it again with the YouTube.
back at it again with the white vans.
Yes. We are reading One Piece again because we are not. It's no longer break week, even though next week is a break week again.
It's like a month-long break, I think.
It's not. It's 2 weeks.
Oh.
Which is stupid and dumb, but Oda's gotta live, so I'm not hating on it.
This is true.
Yeah, bro's already 50 years old, so I guess he gave up on writing the story slow. Writing the story fast. He's just going back to regular Oda pace. Anyways.
One Piece. I love how it says One Piece twice. I never noticed that.
You never... Really?
No.
Yeah, wow.
That's funny. It says One Piece on top, and then it says One Piece on bottom
How have you
again.
never noticed that? Alright.
I don't know. I just never have. Zoro being given a cat ear headband by a cat.
Zolo,
Cute.
actually.
I'm not reading it as Zolo, bro.
His name's Zolo.
No,
He's just like a samurai.
In no way am I ever gonna read it as Zolo, bro.
The Lady Nami's not shy. Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Sanji's cooking. Chopper's doctoring. Anyways,
Okay.
I had a terrible vision.
Whoa!
Day.
Whoa!
What do you mean?
What
whoa?
are you doing?
What do you mean? Whoa!
I read the right page, Kyler.
Oh, you read the whatever. Fucking read it, bro. Fucking piss me off.
Bruh. I had a terrible vision, plain as day, of Harold venturing forth from this castle and laying waste to the world until it was nothing but ruins. It's hard to imagine with the way his wounds healed themselves, that there was actually a means to stop him. And then a bunch of people dead.
Does the treasure of Elbaf really have such power? Jarul. Not that I have heard, but it chills my spine to think of what might have happened had Loki not been here. Oh, I'm not sick anymore. Dubs, I just realized. What? Once I am in the Knights of God, dawn will come to Elbaf. Shanks is thinking about the time that he was speaking to what's-his-face, Harold. Oh my god, this guy's super lively. Speak your desire, and whatever it is, you shall have it. You've been so deprived, my poor son. Dang, I didn't expect this guy to, what's his name, Figureland, to be so nice.
Yeah.
Those miserable peons are not people. Forget what happened in the lower world. Shanks! Hey, Shanks, no, stop it! And his like,
Shanks
tattoo,
grabs his left arm.
his tattoo is,
His left arm, the one that's no longer there in the present.
is glowing. or aching.
That's your bad habit again. Don't you dare regret your birth.
Oh, interesting.
But why? But why did Harold have to die? He was too pure-hearted to deserve that. If only I... It's not your fault and you know it. You still have a role to play, Shanks, I guarantee it. Everyone's life has a meaning. But you have to keep a level head.
This is what he gets for loving his country. It's a cruel joke. Dang, I love this panel. Actually, I love both those panels.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is That was an exceedingly rare ancient giant warrior, given even greater power and an immortal body. That was nothing short of a monster, and thou sayest it was killed? By whom? What is it in Elbaf? What is in Elbaf? We have investigated. We shall have it investigated. Harold's abyss in Elbaf remains intact. Enough! It will only be the death of more knights. Performing the covenant inflicts a cost upon Mu as well. Ooh, interesting.
Interesting. Harold chose to debase himself before humankind. to connect his country to other lands and peoples. This made him a heretic. His are a tribe of warriors who every drop of blood calls out for battle. Carelessly incorporating them into the government will lead to internal collapse. An ancient giant king of Elbaf, who agrees to the covenant, is a gift to Mu, the likes of which shall not be seen again. He was a king that Elbaf never should have had, and see what came of it? History does not lie. Our kinds are incompatible. Never forget that Elbaf is D. Oh.
Elbaf is. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
Dude. Okay. Look. I think that's probably the longest we've ever heard Emu speak fully uninterrupted.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's so crazy, bro.
Elbaf is D. What a crazy thing to say.
That is so interesting. Who's speaking? Shanks? I'm gonna say Shanks.
It's Loki.
Loki.
No, it's not.
This news will lead. What?
Continue.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's Shanks, probably.
Okay, yeah. Then freaking shut the frick up. Loki. This news will lead to great unrest in the kingdom.
I'm going out to sea, Gramps.
Oh, it's probably Jarul. Never mind.
I'll take all the surviving guards with me. And what of Harold's wishes? Tell the people of Elbaf exactly what happened here. You know I can't tell them. Listen closely.
Respectfully, I don't give a fuck about what my dad said. He's low.
Real, bro. Real.
Don't speak a word of what happened here to anyone. No, I don't like that voice. Don't speak a word of what happened here to anyone. Do you understand who they'll blame for it? How's that any different than usual? Do you really feel where I become king? Where I become king and carry on my old man's ideals? But there are other ways I can live up to him. I'll take the powers I have and go avenge my dad and his soldiers. Yeah, that's a good voice.
Now you're talking nonsense, Loki.
Yeah.
We still don't know what his
The
power
world
is.
government is a colossal organization. It's a task far beyond anything you can imagine.
And then Shanks and Gaban are like, dang, bro.
Shanks is like,
A terrible
"These nuts are
disaster,
far beyond
misfortune."
anything you can imagine."
What?
Shanks is like, these nuts are far beyond anything you can imagine.
Shut up. A terrible disaster, misfortune. Arus Castle has been attacked. Your Majesty. So I sailed. Oh my gosh, we're finally back.
Oh, Dubs. Okay, let's go.
So I sailed right off the island. I'm sure that by the time you returned home, Harden, I'd been fully transformed into Loki the Father Slayer in the public's eye. I certainly did enough to convince them I was capable of it. However,
I'm not so far gone that I'd celebrate killing my own dad. I just want everything he did to be undone because of what happened in the end. Or do you still think I should have told the country everything? It's all true. It's all true, Hiroden. That's bad too. Luffy's just looking. Do you get it now? I didn't want to dredge this all back up.
Oh,
Read
oops,
it
I
for your
forgot.
fucking lines.
Yeah, I know. Shut the frick up! Shut up! I'm just so happy we're finally out of flashback now.
Yeah.
I now understand why Chief Jarul argued for your clemency and continued to protect you. In short, Father chose death over the manipulations of the world government. And ever since then, the government has been Elbaf's enemy. How did they manipulate him like that?
Oh my goodness.
As a matter of fact, these newly arrived Holy Knights of God played a pivotal role in Harold's story. But Loki still doesn't know exactly what happened to Harold in the Holy Land. If you need more details, I can explain. That won't be necessary for you now, Mr. Ya. I don't need a reason to protect my homeland.
If we see eye to eye about anything, Loki, it's love for our father. Allow me to apologize for that, if nothing else. Now fight with me, for Elbaf's sake! Yeah, way to go, Loki! Now you can fight! and then fucking big
Bro,
explosion.
why did that sound like a Chopper voice, bro?
I don't know.
That did not sound like a Luffy voice, bro.
How does that sound like a Chopper voice?
I don't know. It was too high pitched.
No, Chopper would be like, I don't know. I'm fucking
it's just-
Chopper. I don't know.
Fucking Chopper.
That's what it sounded like, probably.
That's exactly what Chopper would say too. By the way,
I lifted that verbatim from Chopper's appearance.
verbatim.
That's what he said.
I
in his first
remember.
line.
First time he showed up, I'm effing Chopper.
Oh, interesting.
That's it. That's what's raging up above.
Oh, that's Chopper.
Yes, let's go. That's it. That's what's raging up above. There's a whole bunch of them. Where did it come from? Is that a Draugr? But those aren't real. Sounds like perfect warm up then. Oh, sounds like the perfect warm up. You can go on. You can go on ahead. I can fly up. What is that thing? What's going on up there? Make it snappy, Hardrin. Hey, Loki.
Huh?
Haruden.
Harden.
He's been in the story since Dressrosa. How do you not know how to
Yeah, I
pronounce
know.
his
I don't
name?
know how to pronounce his name, bro. We used to think you were a real terrible guy who killed his own father.
Sorry about that, but only for this one. All of your many other crimes still count. Just shut up and go. No one asked you to say all of this. Ah, this is amazing. I can move again. I'm free. Let's go.
And Luffy's right there. Hee hee hee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking Chopper.
Hey, ship doctor. I appreciate your help here, but I'm concerned about my son. Oh, right, sure. nice and gentle, Sanji. Yeah, I know. Weren't you going to stay here? What are you doing up here? I want to see how you fight. All right, then, show off your power.
Oh, that's. All right, then, show off your power.
Ragnar.
Nibelheim! And then Luffy's like, what? And then he just smacks this giant
It turns to
cartoon
ice.
skeleton guy. Interesting. It does turn to ice. What the fuck are Loki's powers?
Dude, I don't know, bro.
To be continued. Solid chapter. Not much to discuss really, except Elbaf is D.
Elbaf is D. What the frick does that mean, bro?
That really sounds like D is like an adjective.
An organization.
Like an adjective, I feel. Like an adjective used to define people who act in defiance to the government.
Yeah.
Like that's.
But what is the will of D then?
Just that I think that's the same thing, right? Like the will of defiance. I don't know. Like
Ooh, defiance.
yeah, that could
Maybe.
be like that could be a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing you got to remember though that it was called the will of D in the original Japanese.
Yeah.
So it's and I doubt defiance starts with the D in Japanese.
Yeah, but also the story is called One Piece.
That's true.
So like, it's in I don't know. It's like it's really hard because there are theories that like D isn't really a word. It's more of like a shit.
Yeah.
Like there's like the crescent moon theory. There's the smile theory.
Oh wait, never mind. It is D. Like D, like the letter D.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is D. Yeah.
Oh.
So, freaking yeah. So it could be like people saying it's a crescent moon, that it's a smile, that it's a sideways smile. There's a lot of things like, and then there's like, oh, what could be like Davy? It could be devil, defiance. There's a bunch of like stuff like that. So I'm curious when we will actually get having an island described as D is interesting.
Yeah.
So, like, is he saying that Elbaf is of the D clan, or is he saying that, like, Elbaf is worthy of the distinction of D, in which case it sounds like it's some sort of adjective.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting to me, and there's really...
Oh, wait, what? Sorry, I'm reading this and I'm reading the will of D in history from the One Piece wiki. And it says here, Davy D. Jones is believed by his descendants to have been the king of the world at one point. Oh, I read that wrong when I read that the first time. Yeah, that is true.
let's look at the comments. We can look at the comments. Don't think I've addressed it before, but I don't care for the Shanks sacrifices arm to shake Emu's influence theory. I was leery when it was revealed the Gum Gum fruit was actually way more important than just being a random devil fruit, and I similarly don't like the idea that what was personal for Luffy ends up being part of some grand mythology. I hate Destiny as a trope in general, and this kind of thing isn't literally the same thing, but it's a kissing cousin to it. The implication that everyone important is connected, that the world only turns on the action of the most significant people, random chance, blind luck, stupid coincidence, those all play real parts in not only day-to-day life, but in events of historical import. Look how look up how the Watergate conspiracy was exposed because of one janitor being in the right place at the right time. Yeah, I understand that, but also like in the form of like I agree with this guy, but also in the form of a narrative, like that janitor doing that would be like, oh,
The main
like,
character.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, isn't that convenient that the janitor just happened to, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
it really like, unless the narrative goes out of its way to be like, this guy is so fucking lame, guys. Like, he's the lamest guy that's ever been
Yeah,
lame.
like I think the only show that does that well is Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
How it's like, yo, this dude like has never been good at anything.
yeah.
And then for some reason the bug thing is like, yeah, you, I guess.
Yeah, and there are things like that, or even in like also here's a niche example. Something that I think does the Destiny trope really well is Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, because in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy there are like 5 like Quasar Sabers, Sword in the Stone type things. In the first episode, like the five people pull the swords out of the stone, and 4 of those people are our main cast characters. But the guy who pulls like the red Quasar Saber like dies in the first episode, and it's given to his little brother. And so for the rest of the series, it's like he's like, I didn't pull the sword out, like I wasn't chosen. You all were chosen, and I wasn't. And so it's
Interesting.
and I feel like that's really an interesting way to go about that like thing of like, oh, like Destiny, like it didn't choose me, you know, but I still have to be here regardless, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so like, and
Okay, let's be honest though. What if the sword chose the older brother because so that it could then end up going to the little brother?
I mean, you could say that, but that wouldn't really make any sense. Like I feel like that's just like, I feel like that's so roundabout, because the little brother was also there. Like he was right there. But basically,
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe the little brother just didn't have the confidence. He's like, no, I already know the answer. I'm not gonna pull it. I'm not gonna be able to get it.
I get what you're saying, but in the context of the episode, like if he was in front of the sword and next to them, he would have gone about and pulled it too. But the implication is that he wouldn't have pulled it out of the sword like everybody else.
Interesting.
So, but basically, when Gear 5 came about, that Luffy was like this mythical Zoan. Like, I also don't like the plot convenient main character is chosen by fate thing. But in One Piece, I'm able to let it slide for 2 reasons. 1, because I'm biased for One Piece, and 2, because the story kind of illustrates it in a way where it's like, it's less like fate has chosen Luffy, and more like Luffy has earned the right to be chosen by fate, is really what it felt like in this. It's more like Luffy, because it's not like Luffy has been the chosen one this whole time. It's like he awakened the chosen one powers, kind of thing, which didn't feel like the same thing to me. Oh, this guy just posted a comment 1 minute ago. I think K-pop Demon Hunters was more accessible via Netflix and such, plus the Demon Slayer movie. What the fuck? Okay,
he's responding to someone.
Okay, let's go down. Man, that was fun flashback, though. I would have to ask, how do you know about the parts you weren't there for?
Don't worry about it, bro.
He wasn't telling that part, but that's still funny, though. If Loki can fly, then he might have a mythical Zoan bird fruit model, whatever that word is, Herzveldagar. It could be Fafnir, since the myth involves whatever the shit. Oh, hold on, what is this thing? Interesting. A giant who takes the form of an eagle. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
I don't know if anyone else has made this speculation, but has anybody entertained the idea that after this technique used by Loki, could it be that the last user of the fruit had similar powers and maybe with observation hockey. No way he spelled it like the sport. That's funny. Or because of whatever conflict happened in the Void Century, he might have used his power to freeze up the warriors, and now only somebody who's able to wield his power is able to unlock the Frozen Giant, hence they become unlocked through Orgy.
Whoa!
I don't know why I said that, bro.
That's a Freudian slip of the third degree.
Dude, no kidding. Through Loki into the final war.
Interesting.
I think he's talking about the Gali Law, the original Gali Law. Yeah.
So like Loki's unlocking
maybe.
powers of legendary warriors past kind of thing.
No, they're that like a guy who also had this devil fruit froze up warriors from the Void Century, and only said person who has said devil fruit can unfreeze them. And Loki's going to do that into the final war.
That's an interesting theory. I like that.
Yeah.
Well done on catching up. Hope you have a good time. Now join the wait each week. Who are you talking to?
He's talking to random people. I mean, either someone or
he must say this every week, probably. I would imagine.
Probably.
Let it be known that this was the chapter where I finally. Oh, this guy. Never mind. If I only.
That'll do it. We're finally setting limits on Emu's abilities. It looks like if someone contracted Emu dies at the hand of someone else, it causes them pain. Oh, interesting. I didn't really get that, but so what if the Revolution Army or pirates kill a God's Knight and Gorosei? Yeah, but I mean, Emu kills one of the Gorosei, and it doesn't really seem like I don't know. I didn't really get that.
It looks like if someone contracted Emu dies at the hand of someone else, it causes them pain. Well, one, I don't think the Gorosei are contracted to Emu.
They definitely are.
You think so? I don't think so.
Yes.
I think it's only the Holy Knights thing.
Kyler, why would they not be?
Because they're not
They're
knights.
the Gorosei.
Yeah, but they're not knights.
And?
Though. But like we've never seen that. I don't think
Kyler, they have the same immortality that the knights do.
I don't think they do.
Yes.
Where's that shown?
In Egghead.
When in Egghead? I don't remember that being shown in Egghead.
Like they Luffy literally says these guys can heal themselves.
Oh, okay. I do need to read
How'd you miss that, bro?
I do. Listen, I told you I need to reread Egghead.
I know. I do too, but
Egghead and Elbaf, like the first parts are kind of a blur.
yeah.
Loki kills Summers and Killingham. Emu will be coughing black blood all over the floor. Gunko would die, and Brooks aren't. There are these theories, and Loki finally lived up to his father's last request, revealing the truth of Harden's crew working with his brother now. Okay, this is his theory for how it's gonna end, I guess.
I guess.
Loki might be like Yamato, who won't join the Strides immediately, but later down the line, Jinbei already disputed the rankings when he joined, so what more if Loki joins? Loki with his own devil fruit plus wielding Ragnir as a separate ability is OP. Looking forward to seeing his dynamic with Luffy and the Strides. Little clue there on Emu's risks and why Emu has a 13 count limit on giving covenants. Could be a lifespan thing maybe. So Giants, Buccaneers, and possibly Lunarians are of the D, but only Giants persisted in the current civilization and have avoided extinction. Really can't wait for the Joy Boy flashback on how they lost despite having those races on their side.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the Yamato in the Straw Hats bit. I don't think Yamato's joining at all. Like, I just don't think that's happening. But yeah, and this
waited.
It's on.
Oh, I was gonna read the.
Yeah, go on. It's fine.
Waited 3 weeks for this new chapter and did not disappoint. Harold got wrecked. This is true. One swing took that whole upper body. Jeez. Now it makes sense why the God Knights never came down, especially if they always had the means to invade Elbaf with the Abyss. They didn't want to smoke with whatever killed Harold, aka Loki. I wonder if they now know who killed Harold. Crazy to think it's thanks to the Revolutionary Army that we are even here. If it wasn't for them attacking many Marie-Joie, Mu wouldn't have attacked Elbaf. Yeah.
I don't think that's the reason why. That's a very
yeah. I don't think that is the reason why. Yeah.
It's over. We're home. Amazing flashback.
Yeah, no
Comic
kidding.
contains a spoiler. How? I don't know how I feel
I don't know.
about Shanks intentionally losing his arm. Like, it's not a great retcon for the Impact. I think it is a great I think it's a fantastic retcon, actually.
I think it is too, yeah. Because like if you're going through the rest, like because you know how if you're at this point in the series, you know how strong Shanks is.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he lost his arm to a Sea King?
Yeah.
Like really?
Yeah.
But then the reason for him losing his arm so that he can be able to not be under the control of Eam and be able to like actually fight in the final war like makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Cuz like yeah, I can understand the like oh, he's betting on Luffy and a future generation, but he doesn't have to lose his arm to do that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he says, "Oh yeah, I'm betting on a future generation." Like,
That's all.
yeah,
well and
yada
good,
yada.
But it'd be a safer bet if you had 2 arms.
Yeah, no
so-
kidding.
So,
And also, he's left-handed.
yeah. So
You're telling me bro willingly lost his dominant arm because he was like, "Ah, yeah, you know, it'll be good. We'll figure it out." Like, I'm sure these guys can handle it.
Yeah,
The worst generation.
Yeah, I think that is like really like does a lot for Shanks's character and like
I
interactively
agree.
clears up some questions like why would you do this, guy who is top 10 in the verse.
Literally.
Page 4 and 5 power yeah, those panels were great. Is this the same thing? Oh, that is cool. Ha ha ha. Also, man, I thought Jar's memory got wiped by that blade. Respectable. Yeah, that's a spoiler, Noah. That's why I had to click that.
Spoiler.
What a spoiler that is.
Spoiler on the freaking very last chapter, the most recent chapter that
Wait,
only
did
you would
Loki
watch
say that
if
he's capable of flight, or at least very jumping good.
a la Samurai Jack.
I think we all know where this is going. Ha ha ha. No, I don't know where this is going. What are you talking about?
Well, obviously it's something related to Samurai Jack.
I haven't seen Samurai Jack. Look, he has ice powers. I'm not surprised.
Finally done with the flashback, back to the main story. With that, we finally entered the 3rd act of the arc, meaning Elbaf arc will probably finish by the end of the year, if not the summer, and Luffy looking somber like he's now thinking, was it really my fault Shanks lost his arm, or did he lose an arm? Dog.
Luffy
No,
is
Luffy is
definitely
not
not
thinking
thinking
that, bro. There's no shot.
Yeah.
In no way when freaking when Loki was talking about that flashback, was he like, oh yeah, by the way, Shanks had his arm at this point anyway.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shot. No, he would never bring that. That's such a stupid detail to bring up. He would never bring that up.
Dude, okay.
Luffy,
and even if, let's say that that's what he said, right? Luffy was not paying attention to what he was saying.
no, he was not.
Like I guarantee you, Loki started talking, and at the end of the thing, Luffy was like, so it's a mystery then. Like,
Yeah.
like, there's no way. Anyways.
Also, I don't care about that. We got the Unluckies.
Yes.
What's that?
You
What's
serious?
the Unluckies?
The guy, the fucking otter riding the bird shooting the turret.
Oh yeah.
They're called the Unluckies. You didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Dog, it's been a while since I was in Little Garden, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Anime for 8. Love you.
Great indeed.
Alright. Yeah. That's gonna conclude the One Piece portion of this stream. Not a lot to talk about this chapter, but still a solid chapter. I'm gonna be so mad. I say this every stream, and I'm gonna keep saying it until I'm gonna be so mad if Usopp does nothing for the remainder of Elbaf.
Dude,
Me and Oda are
straight
gonna
up,
have
bro.
issues, bro.
If he does nothing, it's gonna be look, it's a huge issue because like I like straight up like you've been teasing this for so long. Like so long that you like Usopp finally going to Elbaf. It's been his thing for forever.
Yeah. No, that
And so it's like you can't spend 20 years like hyping this up and then not do anything about it.
Yeah, that's just a bad. I'd be like the worst Oda thing ever. I feel.
Yeah.
I couldn't forgive that.
Derek is profound.
Derek is a pretty great character. I'm not gonna lie.
Everything right and wrong with season 5.
Like, he's pretty funny. He had an Avengers Endgame moment because he has this catchphrase. I don't know if you've heard it.
My fat one.
Yeah, suck my fat one. And then in the theater, literally he got away from Vecna and he turned around and he was like, suck my fat one, and the theater was like, ah! It was fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
It was great. I was not mad at it. Anyways, I lied. This is not the One Piece section. We're gonna be watching this fan letter video.
Dear One Piece cast, thank you for bringing these amazing characters to life. The live action was my first contact with the One Piece world. When I watch the anime and read the manga now, I always imagine and see your portrayals
Manga.
of these characters.
It's actually pronounced manga. Taz, fake fan. Get him off the show. Fire him.
Could have sent much love
I
to
love how I'm seeing this video in 5 frames per second.
I
It's
love
so
how
great.
freaking you can suck the back of my dick on a Tuesday, Noah. That's what I love.
Look, dog. Literally, even in Discord, it says source 5 FPS streaming quality.
Listen.
I don't know why, and it's very frustrating.
The same thing happens with Ustream, okay?
Has as his
No, it
performance
does not,
design-
bro.
It does.
Does
I
it
just
actually?
Don't say anything because I'm not a whiny bitch.
No
And
shot. It actually says 5 frames per second.
I don't look at the frames, but it does lag.
made me fall in love with the character. He's my favorite. He even inspired me to learn how to cook. That's cool. I still can't kick like him though. Haha. Much love from Brazil. Obrigado, Brasil!
Dear Mackenyu, Zoro has always been
Brazil is a crazy place because they got capoeira. That's the kicking country, if anything.
Yeah.
Is that Brazil? Or is that Jamaica?
Yeah, it is.
one of my favorite
No,
characters
no, it's
since I
Brazil.
first saw him in the anime. He's an absolute badass. Seeing you bring him to life with your incredible swordplay and stunt work has been nothing but fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. I work hard for that.
McKenna speaks fantastic English.
Dude,
Like, it's
if you
so
told
good.
me he was a native English speaker, I would believe you.
Yeah, like I wouldn't question that for a singular second. Like
Yeah.
he's so, like his English and like when he switches to English and Japanese, it's like I'm seeing 2 different people. It's crazy.
It's also very funny because, like, you hear him speak in Japanese, and Japanese is like, at least like for people like him, they're very formal.
Yeah.
And so but you can tell that, like, when he's speaking English, he's a lot less formal.
Yeah.
Because English is just a very less formal language.
Yeah, which is I don't know. He's just great at it. McKenna the goat. Anyways.
In fact, you made Zoro look so cool and gave such a good performance that it inspired me on a personal level to start my own weight loss journey. And to push myself to
Go.
become stronger, both physically and mentally. Thank you for putting all your heart, effort, and spirit into this role. See you at the top as the world's greatest swordsman. Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you so much. That was heartwarming.
Oh, dear Emily. First of all, One Piece is my favorite thing.
Of course, dear Emily. Who the fuck else would they be talking?
That's funny.
I just handed you Jacob's letter. Like. Anyway.
She's like, oh, this is actually for me. Of course it is.
I'm hating, but
The world, and I clearly remember it started on the Luffy Tasukete scene. The first time, same, honestly. The first time I remember crying while watching anything, I was 12. It was then and there I decided I would watch One Piece for the rest of my life. Your performance during that scene captured exactly what Oda so perfectly conveyed in Nami's expression on the manga. I love how you gave life to Nami and how you made that scene so special and emotional and a landmark once again.
Freaking dude, if I was an actor and I got letters like this, I'd freaking frame them on my wall, man. Like,
Dude, real.
that's just the craziest thing to hear. Dang, your performance changed my life. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That'd be great, dude. Also, just fun fact, Emily Rudd was like my second fan cast. My original who I wanted to play Nami was Maya Hawke. If you know who that is.
Oh yeah.
I thought she would have been great. I still think she would have been great at the role, but I think Emily Rudd is perfect for Nami. So I'm not mad
Well,
at it.
I'm surprised you knew about her
Maya Hawke.
because I mean I didn't know about any of these people before the One Piece live action. So I'm
because
surprised
I
you
was-
knew
I-
about Emily Rudd.
No, you forget how obsessed and how my finger to the pulse
Yeah.
was. I watched a bunch of videos talk, and I knew about her mostly because she was a very popular fan cast, and people knew about her. And she was talking at One Piece a lot, and she's a moderately well known low tier actress. And so people were like, oh, Emily Rudd, she's a One Piece fan, she'd be great, and eventually she got it.
Cool.
The only two people I knew about, actually the only person I knew about prior to was Emily Rudd. That's the only person I knew about.
Thank you for that, and thank you to all the cast and crew for the amazing gift
Which I
to One
love.
Piece fans that this series turned out to be. That is so nice.
That was a great scene.
That scene meant the world to me, so I'm happy that people are happy.
Dear Jacob, Usopp has always been my favorite One Piece character, and your performance of him felt like I was watching him come to life. You really captured his bravery and courage perfectly, and it taught me that bravery isn't just about how confident you are, but it's more about your ability to face your own fears. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Wow.
And you're spot on, brother. So keep it up. You're doing a great job, man.
Let's check it out. Dear Inaki, Luffy has such big dreams. Sometimes he seems unrealistic. However, when season 1 came out, I decided if it's possible for you to bring a larger-than-life character like Luffy to our world and embody him so perfectly, then maybe I could do that too. I can't believe it's only been 2 years since I decided not to let fear hold me back.
Oh shit.
Since then, I've been given leadership roles, graduated from college, and conquered my fear of driving. Ooh, I get that one.
Go.
I am closer to my own larger-than-life dreams than I ever thought I would be. Thank you for bringing the King of the Pirates to life, and thank you for giving myself and many others hope. Thank you so
cool.
much. It's a special story.
We love you. Thank you for being a part of our crew. We hope you ride with us to season 2 and beyond. Make sure you catch a good
Cape
sunset
Town is
while
a
you're at it.
beautiful ass
Couldn't have
place.
said it better, my friend.
No.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon.
That's great. I love that. That's a sweet video.
It is. I like it.
Also, Iñaki Godoy is the leading fan cast for Beast Boy in the DCU.
Really?
Yeah, which I think he would do good in.
Yeah, I don't know if he has enough time to do it though.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough time, especially since they're now filming One Piece back to back to back to back to back. It's probably not gonna
Yeah.
happen. But that's okay because I'd rather him be Luffy, and then because I need them to get to Ennie's line because now that I see Robin on my face on my
Dude,
screen.
oh my gosh, bro,
Dude.
it's gonna be so great.
I want to live. And then, dude, they're gonna cook that scene. I know they are. That's gonna be one of
Dude,
the highest
they
rated
got
TV
it.
episodes of all time. It's gonna be.
Dude, straight up, bro. You gotta dedicate like a whole day just for that, bro.
Bro,
Like
literally.
just to make sure it's good.
Dude. Robin, there's one thing I want to hear you say. Come on. It's gas.
Yeah, dude.
Nami finally got her fan letter. Is that what do you mean finally? I like live action. I'm better than I get it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cute. The current state of Shonen Jump 2025.
Ooh,
That does.
I would
sound-
actually like to watch that.
I wonder if this is the same guy who did them before, but it's a different username.
All right, let's do it. Weekly Shonen Jump is this mishmash of shonen series all put together in the biggest manga magazine in the world. Each of these series all put against each other, fighting for the #1 spot in Jump.
And
But
losing
in
every
between
year
that
to
battle
One
for
Piece.
#1,
Yeah.
there is an ever-living rotation of series coming in and out, and that rotation is incredibly strict. There are series that are fighting just to stay alive in the magazine, and
There
if
are
their
grenades
sales
I'm talking
or
about.
quality slips for even a second,
I guess.
they'll be canceled just as fast as they
Yeah,
were brought
dude.
in. Jump
Pause real
consists-
fast. Kyler, when I tell you that there's like so many of those kinds of panels in Kagurabachi, like so many cool looking panels like that, like, dude, it's like every chapter, every other chapter, there's a cool like panel with like some really interesting art and like perspective work that just looks amazing.
Yeah, I need to keep reading. I'm probably honestly I'm probably at this point just gonna wait for the anime to come out. But like I know like when I read it, like I enjoyed it, but it didn't grab me and make me like really super interested.
I stopped reading it just because like I don't know, I just didn't keep up with it. But no, it's it is like it's got some of the coolest looking like art and paneling going on.
I hope Kagurabachi stands the test of time because it's clear that the guy really likes, to draw cool shit. So
Yeah.
Of
Which is a
around
W.
20 different ongoing series, varying from many genres, but mainly
I hope the
focusing on
anime can
action.
live up
And I
to
personally
the
think
art
this
of
is
the
one of
manga.
the coolest things going on in the anime
Which that
manga
rarely
bubble.
happens.
Not just
The
because
art.
of personal interest, but because of how Shonen Jump series affect the manga selling landscape. Out of the last 5 years, a Shonen Jump series has been the best-selling manga 4 out of 5 years, only losing to Blue Lock during the World Cup year. The current state of Shonen Jump is created by Super Eyepatch Wolf, who did multiple videos much better than I could ever do, but dropped the series which I took up last year. Now before we head into the battle for the top spot in Jump,
yeah, I was wondering if this was like did Super iPad 12 change his name, but no, it's a different guy.
we first must honor the fallen series that didn't make it out of 2025.
Psychos! No!
Psychos!
No,
chosen one! It was said that you would bring
The first two series that
Whatever,
didn't make it out of
It said that you would bring balance to Weekly Shonen Jump, now
are
destroy
Yosuke
it!
Family and Undead Unluck. But saying these series didn't make
No!
it out of 2025
Undead
is a
Unluck,
little
bro.
misleading, because these two series were able to have quite graceful endings. Undead Unluck
Ooh,
was
I don't know about that.
244
Dude,
chapters.
I was looking at the Undead Unluck Discord, and the people not Discord, Reddit. People seem to be like content with the ending. I was like, "There's no
Dude,
way."
how, bro?
I was like, "There's no way." Like, but whatever.
Like,
The
okay,
series
look,
was su-
pause real fast. I'm happy for Rip and that, like, in the time skip, or, yeah, I guess, yeah, it's a time skip. His shiz got figured out. But, dude, emo Rip goes so crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I like
like-
the recontextualization of all the characters post loop. I just don't like the execution of every single story arc post loop because it's all the
Yeah.
same thing done the
Yeah.
exact same.
I just-
way.
Rip was so cool pre-time skip, bro. Like, he just, you could just tell that, like, he was just a man on a mission. He wasn't going to let anything stop him.
Yeah.
And now he's very different now. And I understand why, but also part of me is like, man, I wish that, like, I wish part of his character was still kind of there.
Yeah, but that's like the post tragedy part of it,
Yeah, I know.
Such a fun ride for me. Undead Unluck is like the embodiment of having fun in a manga, and while I think the ending was rushed, no doubt it's one of my
Thank
favorite
you.
endings
Yes.
in recent times. The series always sold in the 20 to 30,000 range, and while that's not bad, I always thought it could have done better, but I think the start really held it back because
the start
Yeah.
probably
Yosakura
fucking
Family on
Yeah.
the other
made
hand,
a lot of people want to stop reading, which is understandable. But I was always in my opinion that Undead Unluck should have been way more popular than probably if the start was different, that it would have been
Yeah.
way more popular than.
is this Spy Family? And while I mean
Spy
that in a
Family
joking way, Spy X
No.
Family being better than it is
This-
kind of
this
the
is
story of
Spy
Yosakura
Family, but with
Ending
teenagers.
261 chapters, Yosakura Family actually sold really well nearing the end of its run, but I think the series just had some of the worst timing ever. Its ending was also really well done for me, focusing on the newest children of the Yosakuras, really displaying this series' strengths in my opinion, which was having a very well-made, large cast. Moving on to a series that never really stood a chance, Hakutaku is a series about building video games, which I think can be a
Oh, that
very
sounds
interesting
cool.
concept. You can
Yeah.
inform
Like
viewers
Bakugan.
about how to get started with it,
Yeah.
similar to how Oshinoko pulled back the curtain on idols, and they didn't really do anything with it. Unfortunately,
Bummer.
there is no video
Sad.
game making process at all. The entire process is skipped over and over again.
Oh, that's
just
whack.
leaving you with uninteresting characters and art
That
that
is
isn't noteworthy. I just don't think Hakutaku ever had any legs
just
under
makes-
it, and
that just makes me
unfortunately
wanna
the
read
sales follow that
Bakuman.
trend. Another series
Yeah.
that never stood a
Bakuman is
chance
great.
was Nice Prison. And if I were to try
Nice
to tell
Prison?
you what Nice Prison was about, it would be never let them know your next move. Nice Prison.
Never let them know
just
your
felt like
next
the author
move.
was throwing anything against the wall. I mean anything.
Oh,
There was
okay.
no
What?
story, the jokes weren't really funny at all to me, and it also had this
Oh.
weird, inappropriate side to it, which was just kinda creepy to be honest. Nice
Interesting,
Prison
so it
didn't
was
rank
just
on
a
Oricon even a single
ill-executed
time, and
gag
I have a
manga.
hard time being
Yeah.
surprised at that. Embers is actually kind of interesting because of the artist previously being an assistant for Blue Lock. Embers is a soccer manga which had an incredible first chapter building a bond between the main character
Ooh, that's
Haitani
art.
and his teacher.
I know.
Their bond was by far the strongest part of this series, and it was
Imagine
ditched
making a rival
right after
soccer
chapter 1.
manga in
And
the
while
economy where Blue Lock exists.
Dude, literally,
Not
bro.
a great plan, bro. Not a
No,
great-
not a great plan at all.
I would never have done that. Like I
I mean,
get it,
like,
you
let's
love
be honest.
soccer, but it was never gonna happen.
Let's be honest. At this point, Blue Lock isn't even really about soccer anymore.
Is it not?
No, have you seen some of the most recent panels, bro?
No.
Dude, it literally just looks like a giant kaiju fight,
What?
and it's like, yes,
I'm sure that's
dude.
all
I've seen,
imagery.
Kyler. I straight up, I've seen so many memes that it's like, what is Blue Lock even about anymore? And it's some panel, and it's just like this gross, grotesque monster that's like chained up, like literally one of the freaking dude. Yeah, look it up, bro. Like, wow, good spelling.
Shut up. I'm laying in a weird position in my chair. What?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Are you sure this isn't just like, you know, metaphor like with the crows and the fly and all that in Haikyuu?
I mean, no. Well, yeah, no. It's not. It's metaphorical, but
Not a
it's like
single ball inside. This is
Like-
a joke. This is Maharaga, but
yeah, I know. But like, go over to the second one. No, one more. Well, that, yeah,
this is all metaphorical. I feel.
yeah. But it's just like, I know it's metaphorical, but it's just like, bro, like, why? Like, it's just soccer, dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I'm
calm
not,
down.
I don't know. As a Haikyuu
No, look
fan,
up. No, look up the dude who Blue Lock like guy in prison.
No, as a Haikyuu fan, I don't think you can say it's just soccer, dog. I don't think you can say that because Haikyuu be on.
Look,
God,
he's in
too
a straight
silly.
jacket. He's in a straight jacket,
Okay,
dog.
This is absurd. This I know this is not metaphorical. I want
They're
your
like-
ego, like, and they take him out of prison. And I assume they have him play soccer.
Dude, yes, literally.
That's fucking great. Oh my god, I'm not reading Blue Lock. Anyways.
Gosh.
Well, some of
No,
the art
still
was
not- like never in my days, no matter how much I love volleyball, would I make a volleyball manga during Haikyuu's prime. I just wouldn't do it.
Never, bro.
I'd wait.
You're not gonna be able to compete with the Fujoshis, bro.
not.
genuinely
They're
baffling.
too locked
It was
in.
Also,
unless the unless the volleyball manga is about girls with big booties, then that's the only way you could possibly compete. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's true.
That's literally the only. You gotta compete with the Gooters, bro. That's what you have to do.
kind of a
Yeah.
weakness because during the soccer games, I had a very hard time.
I love that
It was
panel. That's
also
great.
kind of a weakness
a cool
because
panel.
during the soccer games, I had a very hard time figuring out where everyone was on the field, which is an experience I didn't have with Blue Lock and Aoashi. For another sports title,
Yeah, my
Aiken Bros
experience
is
I had
about
with
long
Blue Lock was
distance
hating
running,
all the
and
characters.
I really don't have much to say about this one. This series
My experience with
expected you
Blue
to
Lock
care
was
about
not
its
watching
characters
it.
without building any of them up. It was a very strange experience. Like, I'm reading a race and I'm just kind of thinking, like, who is this? Embers and Ekiden Bros both didn't sell well at all, and both were gone before the year ended.
Damn.
But there was a third canceled sports series, which was Ping Pong Peril, which was actually pretty neat at first. Ping Pong
Dude, how have I
Peril is
seen
a
none of
no-holds-barred version
these?
of Ping Pong,
They didn't go
run
for that
by a
long.
secret organization
I
which
guess.
rewards you with
But typically,
millions of
like, you see,
dollars
like,
if you win.
new
The
manga,
initial
look at
games
this
of
new
were
manga.
Yeah, but how often do you check
so
that section?
awesome, having all
I guess.
of the
No, but it's
physical and
typically, like,
psychological
at
battles
the
that a
top.
sports
Yeah, I guess so.
manga needs, until the series just
Whoa.
went down a fan service route for some
Whoa!
reason. What? Probably the strangest title out of this.
That's probably because his fucking sales weren't that high.
I was so
He's like, I know what to do.
brother. Yeah, probably. That was someone. According to the text there, that was someone's little sister, dog. That's
What?
The
crazy.
Star of
Absolutely.
Beethoven, where Beethoven, the pianist, gets reincarnated back into Earth to reinvigorate our main character Yaso into playing the piano again. And while I appreciate the
What?
pure amount
Why?
of originality this manga presented, there was way too much going on with this weird subplot of Beethoven being hunted
That's
down
one of
by
those
this
manga
like,
plots that are
secret
just weird enough to be great, but only if you do it in a very specific way.
Yeah.
organization, but I really think this title would have appreciated being in Jump Plus rather than Jump with how much the series seemed like it needed to be long term. My favorite series out of the cut bunch, and just generally one of my favorites all year, was Kaide Gami. Kaide Gami is a story about Ko, who is abandoned as a child and becomes family with the god of Shenguai, Chiyu. Shenguai are basically demonic monsters, and this series is filled with all types of crazy art that displays how terrifying these creatures can be, but it's also layered with down.
He didn't talk about your. He hasn't talked about your goat Gonron egg yet,
I
Kyler.
know,
with
'cause it's
just
still
as
fucking
much
going.
passion.
It's
Unfortunately, Kaide Gami
unstoppable.
was not as popular with readers as I hoped it would be, ending at just 17 chapters. I really think this series could have been something, but I also can't disagree with the sales, as its volume 1 only sold 3,000 copies.
I think
Out
people
of
are
the cut
just probably
series-
tired of the, like, and because I know I am tired of the fucking guy fights demons trope that's been happening for like
Yeah.
literally 10 years at this point. Like,
Yeah.
like we fucking have Demon Slayer, we have Kaiju number 8, we have JJK. I'm tired of the demons, bro. Give me something else.
Yeah.
And holy, there was a lot. 4 of them actually got somewhere, but still couldn't get past the Jump axe. Let's start with Sid Craft, with 33 chapters made by the creator of We Never Learn, who crafted a pretty cute and fun series involving a genius detective and 3 other girls. I think this one was just a little too silly for Jump. The sales were okay at first, almost hitting that 10k mark, but just couldn't get there, having a decline after volume 2. Next up is Kill Blue, which was the story of Juzuo Ogami, who after being a legendary hitman is forced to become a student after suddenly being transformed into his younger self. This series was always pretty solid for me,
Oh,
never
so it's
feeling
like
creepy
case
and
closed,
having
but a
fun
hitman.
action, but the sales just couldn't
Yeah.
keep up. Kill Blue normally sold around 20k, but as the year went on, it dropped lower and lower. But the strangest part is that Kill Blue got an anime adaptation, so we
What?
can look forward to that in spring 2026. I think.
Interesting.
This one I
Can't
was
wait to see
very
the
surprised
first and
about.
only
Astro
season of Kill
Royale
Blue.
ended this year
Yeah.
with 51 chapters, made by the author of Tokyo Revengers. Astro Royale was pretty disappointing, but Jump really overprinted Astro Royale, making me think Jump really believed in the series. But clearly that
No,
wasn't
'cause
true.
guy from
While its
Tokyo
sales were good
Revengers,
at first,
he was
they
pretty popular.
Yeah.
quickly
But
declined.
I mean,
but I'm still
Like
really
Tokyo Revenge,
surprised
everyone
they
watched the
straight
first
up
season. They're
ended
like,
it
"Oh
as quick
yeah,"
as
and then
did.
they were like,
Lastly,
"Oh, there's a second
finally,
season."
Super
No, I
Psychic
don't know if I will
Policeman
watch it.
Shoujo. And I
Actually,
kept this one for last because it was by far the most controversial. I believe most fans would say Accent Shoujo was the worst decision by Jump this year, and I don't really disagree. Shoujo sold adequately for
Dang.
a comedy title. Comedy titles have lower expectations sales-wise, and Shoujo met those expectations, and it proved it by getting an anime adaptation. Shoujo was a very loved series, and I really
Interesting.
don't know why it got axed, especially because Nice Prison replaced it, bro. But while I'm slandering Nice Prison, we honor every series here because of the insane amounts of passion and hard work it takes to even get into the pages of Shonen Jump. Now,
Yeah.
let's move into the series that
This
are
is true.
new and breathing.
Gonron egg.
Red Hood
I can't
is
wait
an
to buy Shonen Jump. and
Wait,
Catherine
hold on,
Kennedy the
pause.
Fuck out of it.
Why didn't they? He didn't bring up Peak Psych House, bro.
That's
Maybe that was
Maybe it
2024.
was 2024.
Dude, was Psych House that long ago? It was actually. It might have been. Dude, holy crap! I think Psych House was 2024.
It might have been.
Kyler, it's 2026 now. Kyler, we've gone almost 2 full years without Psych House, Kyler.
Dude, this is so
is so
sad.
sad.
This is so
This
sad.
is so sad.
Oh my god, yeah.
Psych House mangaka, by the way, like no hate, no real hate. It's it's just.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, brother. If you ever watch this stream, which you probably won't, I need you to think a little bit longer before you print something on the pages of Shonen Jump, my guy. Just think a little bit longer, okay? Like Psych House, it wasn't
like I understand you were.
Listen,
I
know
understand
you're
you were
goated.
going for like a fun slice of life, like thing, and I totally get that. But it's like
Listen, there's
I don't
no
know,
doubt in my
dog.
mind that you're goated because you got printed on Shonen Jump to begin with.
This is facts.
But think a bit longer when you choose that as your serialized story. I don't think that was
Yeah.
the best decision to be made, especially when we're living in an era where Dandadan's out, and that's basic. And it was kind of Dandadan-esque, like comedy
Yeah.
Dandadan,
Next series
With less
released
stakes.
all the way back in 2021 that told the story of a young boy becoming a werewolf hunter, and the series had some mind-blowing art and scenery. The reason I bring this up is because even to this
I do
day,
remember this.
I still see people talking about how
remember
Red
this as
Hood
well.
should have survived the jump axe. So, by the author of Red Hood, Odor of the Flame. Odor of the Flame takes
he
all the
knew
spunk
that.
and heat that Red Hood had and adds consistency and meaningful characters into it. One of the biggest problems with Red Hood was that it wasn't able to keep up its insane art. But Odor takes up this problem by slowing down its story at the right moment.
like I read Odor of the Flame.
with better
It's still
storytelling
releasing.
and better art.
Yeah.
There's so much that has
I
improved.
feel like I
in
read the
Odor,
first-
with its
maybe I
big
did read the
villain
first
being
chapter.
honestly just really well written, asking the question of what it means to be a warrior. Now, with that being said,
bro.
I'm not sure
You
if the
can't
series
see
is
that from
gonna-
Vinland
as
Saga,
of
bro.
writing,
Vinland
we're
Saga
currently
did that
33
in like the best version ever.
I don't think that's the plot of Vinland Saga.
No, it's not. But Vinland Saga asks that question like
Yeah, but-
very heavily.
Yeah, but so many things ask that question, you know? What does it mean
Yeah,
to
but
be
like
X?
Vinland Saga did it. Vinland Saga did it the best, bro.
That doesn't mean I can't try to do it again. I'm on your side,
Yeah.
Odor of the Flame mangaka.
No, it's just I think it's a dangerous game
I mean,
because
sure.
like it's like how are you gonna like
But how else
go
you
up
know?
against Vinland Saga?
It's not fun to play safe games, you know. It's the
I
only kind of
guess.
game that's fun to
3
play,
chapters
my opinion.
in, and Odor sales are not looking too good, with it not even reaching
Ooh.
the 10K mark. I really hope this series finds a way to survive, because while I thought Red Hood wasn't up to par, I really think Odor is. And I also think the creator, Yuki Kawaguchi, is just a massive hit waiting to happen. I don't know if this series will live either, but let's talk about it. Harukaze Mount is a baseball title, which immediately makes it very difficult to stand out. So
I think
does
I've
it do
seen
anything differently?
this one
Yeah,
around.
it actually does. Harukaze Mount has a fantastic start, focusing on the main character, Nagiharu, escaping being overshadowed by his younger brother. The beginning focuses on Nagiharu developing this wicked, underhanded pitch, which even as a non-baseball watcher such as myself, was super awesome to watch that development. It's this really
For me,
inspiring
if I'm
art.
a mangaka, I'm trying extra hard to come up with a title that's in a series that is in an incredibly untapped market, because like usually at least how I feel it is in the anime manga world, when there's like a series that's like, this is the fucking ninja series, like
Yeah.
there's no asshole it's like, I'm gonna make a ninja manga after Naruto, you know?
Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna do that. Like, and
No one's ever gonna make another pirate manga ever again, bro.
Yeah. So like, like nobody, and I think that's like, I mean, like if you want to tell your ninja story, I mean, like go ahead, but you're gonna have to do. It's gonna have to be phenomenal because everybody's gonna be like, this guy wants to be Naruto so bad off rip because it's
Yeah.
just about ninjas, you know.
Yep.
To be honest, about a guy learning to just be himself. Unfortunately, it's followed up by one of the most boring arcs I have ever read. So yeah,
Ooh.
Harukaze Mount also had this level of realism to it while
What in the
still
world?
being able to over-exaggerate what was
And
happening
I say that
in the
because
matches,
Ace of
and
Diamonds
that's a pretty
exists.
difficult line to not cross,
Yeah.
and they were able to do it quite well. The duo behind Phantom Seer is behind Harukaze Mount, and if I'm being honest, I actually
Phantom
feel
Seer
like this
get
story is a
canceled?
downgrade compared to Phantom
Did
Seer.
what?
With that being said,
Didn't Phantom
we only
Seer
have
get
one
canceled too?
volume worth of sales where
I don't know.
Harukaze sold 5,000 copies, which isn't
I
the
don't even
best,
know if
but
I've
it
heard of
can
that.
definitely still recover. The reason why I say I don't know if it will live is because of how much faster the pacing has gotten, almost feeling like it's rushing towards an end, but I was wrong about that with Kyoshi last year, so hopefully I'm wrong again. Hero Girl and Demon Lord call it
Here's
quits. as
pause
the
real
story
fast. Here's my thing. If if a Shonen Jump title doesn't get an anime adaptation, then I'm probably not going to read it. Like, probably. Just because, like, I think there's a way. I think the barrier of getting an anime adaptation, X maybe Kagurabachi, because Kagurabachi just kind of came out the gate and everyone was like, "Dang, it's good."
No, Kagurabachi was like memed.
I mean, it memed. Yeah, it memed itself to popularity,
Yeah.
but I mean, dude, that's a W, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I got memed to popularity, be like, all right, well, time to cook.
Yeah, time to show them, like, why it deserved to be here, and then it seemingly it has, you know.
And it definitely has. But like, there's like a barrier of like, if you can make it to, if you can make it to where there's going to be an anime adaptation, then like, yeah, this, and it's from Shonen Jump, then it's probably competent enough to, like, I'll watch the anime, and if I like it, you know, then I'll read it. Like,
I get what you're saying. I mean, for me, every now and again, I like to just, like, you know, dip my toes into, when I see a new manga, I dip my toes. Oh, see, this is worth reading. And sometimes it is,
Yeah.
sometimes it isn't. Akane Banashi was one of those reads that I picked up on a whim when it first came out, and I was like, I actually love everything about this. And I want to pick it back
Yeah.
up because I think it's great, and I'm so happy it's still going.
I watched the first episode of The Elusive Samurai, and
they
I never
did
like
anime that.
continued it. Yeah, they did. It was a while ago.
I read the first chapter of it. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I know it's the
Yeah.
same guy who wrote Ass Class. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Man, I can't tell. You can't even tell based on the art style. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I thought it was like solid, but I don't know. I just didn't really continue it, and it's been in the back of my mind every time I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably continue watching that, and yet here I am.
yeah. I wasn't super gripped by it. I read Elusive Samurai. I read the first chapter. And I was like, and then I just didn't care for it.
Like, I thought it was interesting because
it
like,
just felt like one of those gimmick series where like the main character has one move and they use that one move, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be their one move the whole time, you know?
yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll be like that.
Maybe not. Because that's the vibe it gave off to me. Like, I mean, to be fair though, that was Dragon Ball in the beginning, so.
A
Yeah.
generation-spanning hero and an evil demon lord both kind of just agree. We good? Yeah, we good. This is a comedy-focused series that subverts the demon lord trope into a comfy series about two people who are
I'm a
just
fan
kind
of
of
that.
sick of the situation they're in. There's
funny.
so much to love in this series, whether it's the hero
That's
who
great.
wants to be a normal girl but struggles to because when she levels up, just this ding sound effect come out of her, or even the demon lord who genuinely aspires to just be a weeb. But even with all that,
That's great. I love that.
I can appreciate making it.
There's
not
nothing
just
more
a
important
comedy
in my
series,
life
but
than
giving
watching
this bizarre
anime.
pairing of
That's fucking
characters
great.
some real meaning behind them. As of currently, I have no sales data, so you've got as
Dang, that's
good of a
funny.
guess
I
as
kinda wanna
do
wa-
when
I
it
kinda wanna
comes
read
to
that.
Yeah,
series
that
of
sounds great,
survival.
honestly.
The Mage Next Door is another title that doesn't have any sales data, but a series that I think is pretty good. Mage Next Door is about a mage named Osagawa who uses magic for non-magic-y things, such as magic that makes alarm clocks much louder. It's a goofy series with just the right amount
fun.
of I don't care enough energy
That does sound
that
funny.
makes it an entertaining read, displaying some pretty creative ways of using knockoff
that
magic.
has some
Gone
One Punch
Ron.
Man. Oh my god! Ah!
Start. Actually, I'm not gonna start. If this movie has 25 chapters, I would be so surprised. It's not gonna happen.
Kyler, pause.
No! Say it ain't so!
Your goat's a fraud, Kyler. A fraud. You're a fraud, Kyler. You're a fraud. You wouldn't know something good if it looked you right in the face and said, "I'm bad."
Oh no, no!
Oh my gosh, Kyler, that's so funny, bro.
No, you don't understand. I invested the last 6 paychecks into Gonron egg stocks, bro. It's over.
It's so, Kyler, it's so funny because I was sitting there and I was like, I don't know about this, bro. And then you were like, no, I think it's got potential.
I stand
It
by
had
that.
it had no potential at all, bro.
I stand by that. I stand by the potential.
Look, Kyler, I didn't feel the potential. Like, I think the only potential you felt was that it's set in a different world that isn't Earth.
That's not.
But I like,
It's-
but
no,
like
it's
the
not
thing,
just
the
that,
thing for
it's
me is that it's literally just like, yes, demons rule the world, and I'm gonna kill all the demons because I just found this brand new power.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was, and I was
Sure.
like, dog, like. You know how many times this story has been told?
Well, fuck you. I'm optimistic. Okay, I wanted Gonron Egg to pop off. I wanted like that ugly ass main character. I wanted that ugly main character to be the new face of Shonen Jump, bro. But
Okay.
listen, every time I wanted to read chapter 2, I was like, bro, that main character is ugly as fuck. I was like, dude,
Go back, because I want to hear what he says.
Where do I start? Actually, I'm not gonna start. If this makes it past 25 chapters, I would be so surprised. It's not gonna happen.
Dang.
Next series.
That's always.
That's it. Oh, hold on, pause. I want to.
This was posted
Viz.com.
5 days ago, so I imagine that.
Yeah, I'm just curious how many chapters it's at right now. 11.
11 chapters.
Kyler, your goat's a fraud, bro.
5.5. There's no way.
It's a fraud, dog.
This is so sad.
Dude, that's so unfortunate for you, bro. I'm surprised Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi has gotten this far.
Dude, I was just about to say those exact words. I was looking at Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. I was like, "There's no way." But it's got 76 chapters. He's got something to offer. I'm not reading it because again,
And
this
look,
protag
dog.
looks super nasty looking. But
Yeah. And let's be honest. Ooh, someone hurts. That sounds interesting, and it looks kind of interesting. Anyway, and let's be honest, dog. The only reason Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo is
Modulo.
popular, it's because it's just has the Jujutsu Kaisen name on it, bro.
yeah, I don't know. Is it good? Did you read it?
No, not really. I'm sure. I still think it's so funny that bro was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna end my series, and then like 3 months later, is like, dog, I got a sequel cooking. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you have a sequel cooking?
Yeah, I was like,
you
don't-
ended your story like crap.
Yeah, I was like,
You
don't
ended
deserve
your
that.
story so. Why would you end your original story terrible and really rushed and bad?
Dude, I think he realized it was bad about 1/3 of the way through, and then he was like, "God, I just have to be here now, I guess."
So crazy, bro.
Also, Hero
I
Girl
don't-
and Demon Lord Call It Quits only has 9 chapters. It's a pretty good time to get in.
It is a good time to get in. Maybe I'll read that today.
Sounds
Might
pretty fun.
actually.
Someone Hurts is hitting all the right boxes
Oh.
in all the right areas for
Oh,
what
shit.
makes a comedy romance series successful.
Ooh?
Someone Hurts is about
A comedy
Mime and
romance
Kurage,
series?
who are students that bond over their
Peak?
shared love of a late night radio show called Mon Mid. Mon Mid
Oh, that's
reads
cool.
out loud user-submitted jokes, and Mime wants so badly to be part of this show, except he's terrible at comedy. There's a user he looks up to, though, named Eel Potato, who coincidentally ends up being Karage, the girl he talks about Mon Mid with. With this knowledge, Mime decides he wants to become funnier than Eel Potato, and the adventures between Mime and Karage begin. What makes this
Mime
series
is
so
a wild
special is
name.
the sheer amount of chemistry the two main leads have with each other.
Ooh.
All the
Right up your
interactions
alley, I
between them
feel.
could make
Dude, it is right up my
anything
alley, bro.
interesting, ranging from user-submitted jokes to what they had for
Kyler,
breakfast.
this
I
is so
genuinely
funny,
think this is
pause.
some of the
Because I literally just looked at
Yeah.
the title and like the thumbnail on Viz. I was like, this looks interesting.
Yeah.
And then I'm hearing this description. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is peak. Kyler, my peak detector has never failed me before.
Oh my god, bro, you're such a fucking liar.
My peak detector has never failed.
Alright,
It's always accurate, Kyler.
Alright, bro, Sometimes you gotta invest
Kyler.
in Amazon when it's low. Okay?
Dog.
Sometimes you
My
gotta-
peak, Kyler. I didn't even read the chapter, bro, dog. I looked at the thumbnail and the name, and I was like, I can feel something here. And you read the entire chapter. You read the entire
can't
first
wait.
chapter, Gonron Egg. It was like, oh, I feel it. This has potential.
I can't-
And then
I
it
can't
turned out
wait-
to be a
I
fraud.
can't wait for you to read Someone Hurts, if you to come back and be like, Tyler, this is the worst fucking manga I've ever read.
It's not going to be, though, bro, because it's my peak detector is on, and it's accurate, dog.
Alright.
Yours obviously needs to be calibrated.
Listen, I
I was trying to invest when low. Okay.
Calibrate your shiz, bro.
Fuck calibrating it.
Most chemistry I've seen from two leads, and I think this really comes through in the author's ability to show what it feels like to unapologetically love something, and in this case, it's Kurage and Mime's shared passion for comedy on Mon Mid. You can feel how much Kurage wants to compete in comedy, and you can feel exactly how badly Mime wants to become funny, and it organically transforms Someone Hurts into a beautiful story between two people's shared passion. The series also has a very unique art style,
Is this
and
thing
that just
on the romance
fits it
manga?
perfectly, with it sometimes altering the characters
Yeah,
into chibis,
dubs.
which I know isn't new, but it's just a nice touch to a series that already feels so comfy. There's also this kind of funny panel where they literally ask not to be axed, but there's no need to worry about Someone Hurts being axed, because its
let's
first
go.
volume is selling exceedingly well, surpassing series
Let's
like Shinobi
go!
Undercover,
Kyler Peak Detector, bro! You don't understand, bro!
Not only is Someone Hurts going
You're
to
just
survive,
mad, bro.
but it's
You're
looking
just
like it's
mad.
going to be a
You're mad.
shonen
You're mad.
genre
My
and
peak
stay
detector is
focused, which I
freaking
couldn't
on and
be
accurate,
more
bro.
I'm
excited
not mad.
for.
My rebuttal is just loading right now.
For how
No,
much I
you
just
can
talked
tell
about
yourself
Someone
that, dog.
Hurts, I still think there is one series that takes it for me among all the newbies, but this series wasn't just my favorite among the new ones, but my favorites out of all the Jump titles. Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo is my favorite
No
series
way.
all
This is your goat,
year.
bro. This is your goat.
This is your goat, bro.
Sequel that is about
No, this is not my goat. What are you talking
This guy
about?
who just glazed Someone Hurts. This is your goat. Is his favorite is Modulo? Bro,
Look, dog.
I started.
Look, hold on. Look, let's be honest. I haven't seen it for myself. Obviously, look, let's be honest, Kyler. He obviously knows what isn't pink and what is, or well, sorry. He obviously seems like a somewhat reputable source to some degree. I don't know. Halfway into the video, I feel like, you know, he talked about the fact that like Undead Unluck, not a perfect ending, not really that great of an ending. It was too rushed.
Dude.
So we know he knows game. Let's be honest, Kyler. He knows
started
game.
laughing and crying a little bit on the inside when he started talking about like this series is like just like there's one series that I think is better because I was just thinking how funny would it be if he was legally like Godwin Egg's actually peak Godwin Egg, oh my god.
Bro, shut up,
just-
bro.
I
That was
would've-
not gonna happen,
Listen,
dog.
I didn't think it was gonna happen, but if I would have like actually like fallen out of my chair and broken around laughing, like if that happened.
That would have been hilarious. I won't lie.
I didn't think it was going to sound good either. In fact, I was convinced it was dead. Modulo takes all the best parts of Jujutsu Kaisen and throws them all into this small spin-off that takes place 68 years in the future. Yuka is just one of the most charming main characters I've seen, having one of the best and most
It's a
meaningful
girl main
chapters
character.
all-
Wrap it up. Come on.
Wrapping it up is crazy, dog. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
kidding. It's a joke.
year in Jump. Even the alien aspect has genuinely been insane. Having a
Name a single good manga with a female protagonist. You can't do it. Name one. Under Unluck, garbage. Dandadan, trash. Soul Eater, mid.
Everything in this series is flipped on its head from a single reveal. Modulo has honestly taken Gege to
Akane
another
Banashi,
level, and I think
flop.
one of the reasons for that is because he is no longer doing the main art. The artist of Cypher Academy, Yuji Iwasaki, has taken over, and wow, you're seeing his full potential
art
on
is
display,
actually
and
good
it's
this
breathtaking
time.
at
I
times.
know.
Red JJK, I strongly encourage you to not be put off by an Alien sequel because it's some of the best work Gege Akutami has put in. Before we get into the top 10
will
series of
not
Shonen
convince
Jump,
me to
I want to
read
give some quick updates to some series where I'm
Modulo.
not going to go too in depth.
I mean,
but
I
wanna give
might
some story
if
and
it's
sales.
if it's actually
Rory
better.
Dragon got an anime, but not just any.
If you read Modulo and then you come back to me and you're like, Modulo is peak, I'm never trusting any of your opinions ever again. I'm just-
Like, okay, look, let's be honest, but Gege could have learned from his mistakes. If
he's not Tony Stark, bro. He doesn't learn from his mistakes, okay?
yeah, I mean, I don't know, but we'll just have to see, dog.
Listen, I'm Kendrick Lamar the way I hate Gege Akutami, okay?
Look, dog, I am too, bro. Freaking call me 50 Cent the way I be hating on freaking Gege Akutami, dog. I'm 50 Cent and he's freaking P Diddy, bro. But however, there's a part of me that's like, what if he changed?
No,
you know, like
honestly, I would love it if Modulo was amazing, but I'd also feel slightly cheated that JJK wasn't amazing to begin with.
literally,
Yeah.
I'd be like, why couldn't you do this the first time? And he
Yeah.
was like, I was too busy drawing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You weren't drawing anything.
Yeah.
You were just scribbling on a page.
Yeah, there was no. I don't know what that was, bro. The art. I've never seen art look
Kyoto
so
Animation
distinctly
is
different from the
confirmed
manga in the anime.
going to
I
be
know.
the studio adapting it. This will be a guaranteed hit. I don't see a single world where Worry Dragon doesn't just explode
Oh,
in popularity
shit.
from this. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about Worry Dragon despite it being in Jump Plus, it's because it's in Weekly Shonen Jump's digital version, so it's still part of Jump. Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi is doing well. I love the current arc it's in.
Oh.
Man, the series has
Ooh,
just been
okay.
so fun.
Not reading
since
it, but
Roth, and I think
that's some
Kyoshi's gonna
sauce.
be good for a while. Shinobi Undercover.
If it's
is
an
something
anime, I'll
different.
watch the anime.
I'm not the biggest fan of how the story has changed into a more action-focused series, but the art is still beautiful, and the bond between Yodoka and Aoi is still as strong as ever. Hima-ten has been awesome, actually giving some real story development, and just recently having maybe my favorite chapter of the entire series. But I'm a little scared for this, considering the success of Someone Hurts, but I think it's gonna be fine. Nue's Exorcist has been unreal for a while now. Ever since it committed to go down the harem route, it's really been building upon its strengths, and I see why Jump stuck with this series now. Witch
Why,
Watch is in
bro?
its final arc now, allegedly.
Apparently,
But this
according to
feels
this
like
guy,
the
that
type of
was the bad
series that
decision.
can go on, like, forever, so I'm not sure how accurate that is. The anime for Witch Watch was cool, but it didn't really raise its sales all that much. Akane Banashi, still one of the best series in Jump, and
Let's
keeping its
freaking
sales
go.
steady with an anime adaptation on the way, but the adaptation does look a little average. Lastly, Roboco is
Who's
Robocoin.
doing it? Hold on. Who is animating Akane Banashi? Don't say JC Staff. Studio Zax. What have they done?
My gosh. I didn't know Rias Gremory's brother had an animation studio.
That's the most Gooner reference you could have possibly made.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. What are we looking at? Privately, whatever, man. What else have they done? I'm not recognizing any of these things.
Nothing.
Bangtan. Oh, come on. Give me a singular thing.
Nothing.
These are all
Nothing.
so. These
This is all nothing.
these could literally be hentai thumbnails, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Literally.
You serious? You're not giving me a single, bruh.
Hold
Omi
on, wait,
Monogatari.
I
That's
don't
something.
even know what that is, dog.
The Monogatari series.
No, that is not the Monogatari
Is
series.
it not?
No, it is not.
I'm almost certain.
No, the Monogatari series was done by Studio Shaft.
I mean,
Kyler, trust me, it's not. I would know.
Banashi, why'd you do this to me?
Wait. At least scroll down. It was there. We can see the art style and whether or not because it looks like. Oh wait. Oh, too far. Go back up. It was like in the middle,
This
on the right. No.
is it too. This
No,
is
I'm
the-
talking about Akane Banashi.
Oh, where was it?
On the right side, up more. Up.
Oh,
Up there.
this. I don't know if I like that. That's not.
Ooh.
That's. I don't think. Maybe it's just this.
The
angle of her.
thumbnail on the right side doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, this one is good. I'm not mad at this.
茜は好きでいてくれた。その思いに応
Yeah,
え
okay.
たい。
I'm not mad at this.
父として
yeah.
I mean,
No,
also,
go to
Akane
stay.
Banashi isn't one of those series that needs amazing Sakuga or anything like that. So
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
World
Now,
Trigger!
It is time for our most anticipated part of Shonen Jump. Hunter
Oh my
by
gosh.
Hunter Watch.
Yeah. This is.
It
so
is
sad.
actually time now for our top 10 series in here's some information that kind of decided the top 10 sales wise. Starting at our number 10 spot is Ichi the Witch, sitting at around 600,000 sales. Ichi the Witch is a phenomenal series, having an unreal start and continuing the push into almost selling 100,000 copies near the end.
Really?
I could not be happier Ichi the
Okay.
Witch is successful because of Shiro Usazaki.
I'll watch it when it
the
gets an
artist of
anime.
Act Age, getting her
Actually, this art
second
looks
hit
really cool.
series along with
It does.
Michi Osamu, who is doing Iruma. This
Honestly,
basically puts
the thing that puts me off from reading most Jump titles is the names of the series.
And just the thumbnail. Because I look at it, I'm like, I have no idea what this is about.
Not even the thumbnail. Like, if the names sound like if Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi had a name that didn't sound like it was generated by a story name generator,
Yeah.
then I would probably have read it. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not. I just have too much dignity to read something called that. Like Ichi the Witch.
See,
sounds
Someone
like
Hurts. Someone
It's a good
Hurts
name.
sounds cool.
It's a good-ass
It's a
name.
great
a
name.
good ass name.
them at a 2-for-2 success ratio on published manga, which is insane. Ichi's story has progressed just brilliantly, building its established characters, world,
I
and
don't
power
like the name
system,
Ichi the
with
Witch.
Descaris currently
Yeah, I
being the
don't.
focus
It's
of the
pretty
present
bad.
arc, making her even better than she already was. I'm so happy for Ichi the Witch, and
But
I
this
think we're
series
really
looks
going to
cool
see
with
this
the art
in the
and everything.
millions.
It does. Also, it looks
Our
like
number
it,
9
it-
spot belongs
funny
to
character.
the Elusive Samurai, sitting at 700,000 sales. Elusive Samurai
wow.
is coming to an
Cooking,
end
yeah, he's been
very
cooking.
soon, as I predicted last year. We are in the 230 chapter range, and I don't think we're making it to the 250 mark. However, Elusive has
Dang.
had an unreal run over its very long tenure, but we still have a season 2 happening, and maybe we'll get even more, so there's absolutely nothing to feel bad about concerning the Elusive Samurai. Our number 8 spot belongs to our first zombie, Haikyuu, with 1.2 million sales. Haikyuu has made it again.
Wait,
and I
really?
cannot believe the
That's-
longevity of this series. The series started in 2012 and
That's my
ended
goat. Those are my
6
goats right
years
there.
ago.
Yeah,
The influence
that's
Haikyuu
real.
has is just unbelievable. It is a one of a kind sports series. Now,
It's not even-
Haikyuu
but it's not
has
even
one
serialized
movie
still.
left, and I
Yeah, but it's still top 10 sales in Jump, man.
That's crazy.
iCube is just that guy. Top 2
Yeah.
sports manga of all time.
think after that movie airs, which is supposed to be in 2027, I think that will finally.
Gosh,
be
I
it
can't
for
wait for the
Haikyuu
movie,
as far
dude.
as jump
that-
sales.
are
I
they all just doing
applaud
movies now?
Haikyuu for all it's done because
I think
is
so,
a
yeah.
series that
That
is
kinda
worth it.
sucks.
Number 7,
Because
you already
pause. The rest of the manga probably can just fit in just a movie. Like, I think it would be hard to make a whole anime out of it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Nekama's not even, like, the Nekama fight, that wasn't, like, the end of the tournament they're doing, right? Like, I don't
No.
think, yeah, I wouldn't imagine that was. Okay.
Well, yeah, I can't say more.
I mean, okay, don't. But, like,
I'm not going to.
I mean, but the Nekama movie was amazing, so I'm not mad at it.
It's
It
my
was.
goat, Kagurabachi, selling
Hey!
1
Let's
million
go.
copies this year, almost doubling what it sold last year. Kagurabachi is most likely going to be the next thing when its anime releases, and the reason why I say that
Straight
is
up.
because
It's gonna be bigger than JJK.
stop, not the Horse Girl game, the studio.
Let's
Cygames.
go!
And to be honest, not just Cygames, but Cygames Pictures, who have done the Uma Musume animes and the one I'm most
Wait,
Why
actually,
does that look so sick?
no. Have you not seen it?
No, what?
Okay. Open up another YouTube tab and look up Uma Musume, like Sakuga. I'm serious. Do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna look up Uma Musume.
Animation
I'm just
crazy.
gonna look up that. I'm just gonna look that up. Oh dear, I probably
No,
would've been
no,
more
you
distinct.
gotta look up animation. You need to say like
Funny. Uma
no
Musume.
dog. No dog.
I just wanted
I'm telling
to give
you.
me something undistinct.
Oh, right there, that top.
燃え尽きたムクロから
What the shit am I looking at?
Dude, I know, right? It's a horse girl racing anime, and it has the craziest animation, dog.
呼び覚ませ
Oh my god!
Yes, bro! Yeah, I'm telling you! It has no business being this good, dude. It makes no sense, dog.
What the fuck?
お前には負けん
There's another like crazy.
Do you remember when
There's
I
an-
told you that there are no interesting anime coming out anymore? I was a fool, Noah. I was a fool, and I should have not spoken. I was
No,
an
Kyler.
imbecile.
No. But here's the thing, though, is that Uma Musume is a mobile game.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is literally just the mobile game
Dude, that,
anime.
That sucks because I've been wanting a track anime to come out for so long. And I really hope that isn't all I get. I mean, I have 100 meters.
It's all you're gonna get, Kyler.
100 meters just came out. I haven't watched that. I do plan on watching it.
Yeah,
but
we
I
should
hope
watch it together.
We should.
The summer Hikaru died. Hikaru was a beautiful
I
adaptation
stood
of
in line for this at AX.
Really?
I stood in line for this at AX to watch the first episode, only to get denied at the door because the theater was
So
at
tough.
capacity.
You should have been like, so it's because I'm black, isn't it?
We were
And then they
all-
would have had to let you in.
No.
If
that wouldn't have worked.
Kagurabachi even gets a smidge of love that Hikaru got, we are in for a legendary adaptation. As of
Dude,
writing,
straight up.
Kagurabachi is sitting at 107 chapters, and on a volume-by-volume basis, selling just as well as the top series outside of One Piece. With a well-done
Does.
anime, I don't see a
No.
world where Kagura doesn't just explode in popularity. Number 6. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer sold 1.5 million copies, and we're never getting rid of this series, are we? The movie that aired this year, and by the way, the first movie was insane,
cares,
but
bro.
we still have 2 more movies in place for Demon Slayer by Ufotable. So
need to
I
get
would
to
assume
Demon
this is
Slayer.
not going to be the end of Demon
I hope they
Slayer for
rewrite
jump
the
sales.
ending.
There's really not that much else to say that other people haven't said. Just, wow, I can't believe the motion Demon Slayer has. Moving into our top 5 series of Shonen Jump, our number 5 spot is My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is finally over, and while I know the manga has been over, the anime has ended, which is putting My Hero's anime to rest after 9 years of airing.
Yeah.
It sold around 2.1 million copies this year, and I know the manga's been over for a bit now, but the anime was amazing. Those last couple seasons have been a treat for My Hero fans, and while the manga ending didn't have the best reception, I'm
Yeah.
glad the anime did. Fans can go out knowing My Hero had a once-in-a-lifetime run, and I hope Horikoshi has success wherever he goes. Number 4.
Now make My
Let's
Hero
go,
Z and you're saved. Make it and you're saved. I will not die. I will die on this hill. My Hero
Oh
Z
my
would
gosh.
save manga.
The Sakamoto Days at
Sakamoto
2.3 million sales. Wow. I spoke
I
about how
watched
I
the
thought
anime, I just
adaptation
kinda
was gonna be
stopped.
big,
I was
and
like,
to be honest,
ah.
I thought it kind of was, but good thing
How much
I
the
don't
anime did you
decide
watch?
public opinion because the anime
Like,
pushed Sakamoto
5
Days
plus
into
episodes, I
true
think?
stardom, taking it into the top 5 of Jump and just right outside the top 3. There's one thing I need to show this. The tunnel effect. Okay.
The tunnel
A lot of
effect.
people didn't like this moment,
What
but
is the tunnel
this
effect?
hilarious to me, man. I love it. I
Pause.
swear. If
So essentially in the manga, that dude in that panel was like almost got killed by someone. But essentially he didn't because of the tunneling effect, which essentially means when the atoms of it's like phasing, it's like random phasing.
Oh.
So theoretically, at any point, you could put your hand down
Oh, yeah,
on
I've
your
heard of
table,
that.
and they would slip right through.
I've heard of
If the atoms align, but it's like near impossible,
Yeah.
really. Because like the atoms aligning is just yeah.
I've seen a video where people are like, "Oh my god, it's the tunnel effect in real life. It actually happened."
No, it didn't.
Uh,
Maybe on a molecular scale, but anyway.
but that's funny. I'm not mad at
fits
that.
the over-the-top theming of Sakamoto so well. Okay, that's my TED Talk. Goodbye. Here is the first of our top 3. Blue Box. I have been following Blue Box since the one
Blue Box W.
all
Do you
the
read
way
that?
back in 2020.
I do.
And to see it finally make it is just a
It's a
great
sports
feeling.
romance
Blue Box
anime.
sold
What
close
sport?
to 2.4 million sales. And I got around to
well, the
finishing
main character
second
plays
half of the
badminton.
anime at the start of this year. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was beautiful. That ending with Hina, man. Oh my god. Oh my. Bring it in. Okay. With that being said, there has been rumors that Blue Box could be ending soon, and while normally I push those rumors away, there might be some.
It kind of
substance
makes
there.
sense.
Manga story-wise, before this current Kyo arc, which by the way has been very good, it did feel like the author was kinda lost a little bit, but we are back on track these days with the Kyo arc, so take the rumors with a grain of salt. Number 2 is Jujutsu Kaisen, sitting at 3.9 million sales with only
Literally.
2 volumes, which were at the start of the year. The blow up of JJK needs to be studied. It has outgrown Jump.
How a mangaka can fool the entire world's population into thinking he's a good writer. What a bunch of malarkey,
Well, I mean,
man.
look, let's be honest. At this point, most people know that he isn't a good writer and that the story sucks.
Yeah.
But the people just like the fights.
Yeah. This story is, oh my god, it's such a, like, I would hate JJK so much less if people deadass didn't look me in my face and tell me it's literally better than Wano right now. It's like so good. I'm like, there's no way you actually have this.
I know, it's so funny.
Like, if people would just told me, and they told me, yeah, it's a fun story with some cool fights, I'd be like, word. And I read it, I would be like, cool. But you told me it was fantastic. And I read it, and it was 5 out of 10. Like,
it has outgrown manga, and it has outgrown anime, putting it at a level of popularity that just kinda makes it part of culture at this point. It is insane what this series has achieved. To say JJK is part of online culture at this point is not.
He's
an
literally just,
exaggeration, and
oh my gosh, this character's so strong and so cool and so perfect.
Gojo Deadass might be my least favorite fictional character of all time.
Actually, that's crazy.
I hate Gojo so much. He infuriates me every time he speaks.
And with JJK having the Culling Games animated, I'm pretty certain this won't be the end of JJK on these lists, especially with Modulo's existence. The number 1 spot is One Piece, sitting at 4.2 million sales. One Piece is finally back as the number 1 spot in Shonen Jump.
No, you
One
weren't.
Piece is finally taking back its
fucking
throne, with its
Boruto,
last
bro.
time being number 1 being in 2018.
Wait, is Spy Family done?
Is it?
Oh my gosh, Kyler, I think Spy Family's done. Oh, maybe not, no.
This video came out 5 days ago, so I would assume not.
Yeah. He just didn't bring up Spy Family in the video.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Actually, that's true. Spy Family's Jump Plus, so it's not on Shonen Jump.
I see.
Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, doesn't matter. One Piece outlived both of them and now returned to its kingdom. One Piece is a tale of longevity. For it to actually come back as the king of shonen is miraculous. And here's the thing. One Piece is probably going to gain a lot of new readers because of the remake, the One Piece anime, made by which studio, unless they completely launch the anime.
And season 2 of the live action and the One Piece anime are airing in the same year. You absolutely love to see it. Dubs all around.
I think this will really bring in a new flood of fans who can start at the beginning rather than having to catch up to 1,000 plus episodes. So yeah, One Piece is back as the king of shonen. I was unfortunately not able to really keep up with Jump Plus this year. Maybe people don't know this, but I actually read every single chapter of Jump series, not just a volume or two.
Crazy.
I'm caught up with every single series. I apologize, but I wasn't able to manage my time well enough.
Yeah.
I missed some of the newer Jump Plus series.
I don't know,
but
I
can
just
still give some updates.
There's just
on
some
Jump
stuff that
Plus
I'm sure
series
I'm
we
like,
all
man,
know.
I don't know if I
Chainsaw
care
Man would have
about
placed
this.
6th on the top 10 if it was still in Jump, with 1.7 million sales.
W
having an
Chainsaw
increase
Man.
of around 200,000, with it selling 1.5 last year. But y'all, I swear it has not been good. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just not for me anymore. I'm just a guy. Hey, I'm just a guy. But I swear it has dropped, bro. Spy X Family had a drop off this year, selling around 1.8 mil compared to last year's 2.6 mil, which I'm not surprised by. The current chapters of Spy X Family have been okay, and that's just about it. Don places 3rd out of all manga, sitting at 3.5 million sales, making it not just a hit for Jump, but
My
a mega
goat!
hit for all
He's
of
done that on
anime
Not
and
Shonen
manga.
Jump?
Kaiju number 8 also
No,
ended
it's
this
Jump
year,
Plus,
selling around
apparently.
1.5 million. I actually kind of like this ending, believe it or not.
Jump
and
Plus
it's
popping
Jump
Yeah, 'cause
Plus.
it
Once
releases
again,
on
I
Monday.
apologize for not having anything here for Jump Plus. I will try.
It
to
doesn't
do
release
better
on Sunday.
in
I
the
didn't know Jump
future.
Plus was popping like that.
With that being said,
Yeah.
how do we close this?
He didn't talk about One Punch Man. That's interesting.
Well, I would start
I
by
don't know
saying
what One Punch
Jump
Man
is
officially
officially
realizes.
entering a new era. The juggernauts that were the faces of the magazine are really gone. JJK, My Hero, Demon Slayer. A
Thank
lot
the
of these
gods.
series, as they say, carried the magazine, and they won't be able to do that anymore. And that leaves a new era of Jump. But the funny thing is, it will be pioneered by One Piece again. Blue Box,
Thank you.
Sakura
Yeah.
Days, Kagurabachi. These
I
are
just
series.
what I want is a series to come along to make as big of an impact as the big three made.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Just one. Like, maybe Kagurabachi can do it, but I don't know. That's really what I want so bad. I don't think My Hero has filled that hole. I don't think Demon Slayer or JJK has filled that hole. Hello,
Nami
what's going
K.
on?
Hi.
I don't think they filled that hole yet. Like, I think My Hero came the closest, but
Yeah.
I just don't think it ran for long enough.
I think if Black Clover didn't drop off because of mangaka health issues, it could have, because he was like, yeah, I'd love it to go as long as One Piece, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was as culturally relevant as like My Hero was.
Yeah,
really.
I think the main issue is because it had a booty butt cheeks anime adaptation.
Yeah, I mean,
like
yes.
I think if it had a good anime adaptation from the start, then it would be a lot more popular than it is right now.
Yeah, but I also think that the beginning arcs of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, well, maybe not One Piece, like are all better than Black Clover. Like I think
That's
like,
fair.
I think like I don't know. One Piece's start isn't like phenomenal. Like it's not like an amazing
Yeah.
at the start. Like it only really starts to get like, oh, this could be pretty good. Like when you get to Arlong Park, you know.
Yeah.
And so maybe it could have been, but I just didn't feel that from Black Clover. What's the video? We're talking about the current. We just watched the current state of Shonen Jump 2025. Basically, just all the manga that came out this year. How do they?
All the ones
sell?
that ended.
All the ones that ended. All the ones that are killed. Going. Did they sell? Good?
Kyler's a fraud, by the way,
I'm not a
and my
fraud.
peak detector is
Guaranteed
on lock.
to be at the top. But here's the thing. Jump survival
I hope Kagurabachi
will
pops off.
hinge on
though.
it
I
being
really hope
able
it
to
does.
create
Yeah,
new series
I'm sure
as
it
always. And
will.
honestly, Jump
Because
is a couple
pause, because like Kagurabachi is going to have the same like. It's going to have the Jujutsu Kaisen effect of, oh my gosh, these fights are crazy and dope. But it actually just has a competent story still.
Are the other characters like how's the side cast? Because I didn't read that far to like.
The side cast is pretty weak. That's probably actually the weakest part. Is that there really is not that strong of a side cast, which is at least up until the point that I'm at right now. Which is probably like 70 chapters in.
Like Undead Unluck was the series that I read last. Undead Unluck and Kaiju number 8 was a series that I read last. Like you could really be something like in Shonen
Yeah.
Jump, you know. And unfortunately, they ended really quickly. But you know, I just hope that something comes along that like just. I hope there's an author in his basement right now cooking up some absolute heat. That is like just about to like show us like, yo, listen, like. I'm about to take over after One Piece ends. Like I just need that guy.
Literally.
Like that guy.
Just be like, I'm waiting 2 more years to release the next One Piece.
Yeah, it's the guy.
being released away from having new.
What's your favorite manga genre? Shonen. I'm a
Shonen.
I'm a basic guy.
I'm a shonen. I'm a shonen tard.
Shonen really isn't a genre, but like it's like you know. But
It's
like,
kind of a genre.
It kind of is, but it isn't. I have to say,
Battle shonen. Sorry, battle shonen.
Battle. Yeah, but action adventure. That's me.
Yeah.
That's my shit. Action adventure fantasy.
I do love a good romance anime though.
He does love that.
So,
but like typically, if there's a way to get me to read your story, tell me the fights are good, if and the power system is cool, and if there's a way to not get me to read your story, Tell me that.
Be Jujutsu Kaisen.
Tell me there's good romance in it. I'm like, oh well.
Bruh.
I guess I'm not gonna read that.
Bruh.
Mega series, Kagurabachi, Rui Dragon, Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, even though it's going to be ending soon, are going to be
Is Modulo ending
sales juggernauts.
I don't
on top
know.
of the
Blue
existing
Box
series.
is peak
I think
romance.
it's
Ah,
going
this
to
guy does
bring a
game. Let's
brand new
freaking
era
go.
of Jump, and it's exciting. I can't
Maybe
say
Ichi
it's
the
not
Witch will,
exciting, not just
prove the bad name curse wrong
because of
and
the
cook.
series mentioned.
I certainly
Maybe.
hope it does. I certainly hope it
Akane's
does.
anime. There's so much to look forward to. I think 2026 is going to be a fantastic year for Jump, and that's all I got. Thanks for watching.
That's dope. I am excited for the horizons of. We need to watch the second episode of Sentenced to be a Hero.
Oh, I already watched it.
What the fuck, bro?
Kyler, I told you I was going to watch this without you.
No, you didn't say that.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't say that. That is not a
Kyler,
conversation we had.
Kyler, I 100%. When we watched the first episode, I was like, dog, I'm probably going to end up watching this by myself.
You said that about Samurai Champloo.
I'm pretty sure I also said it about.
You did not. That is not a conversation we had. Bro.
Oh, it was peak regardless.
Oh my god. I fucking hate you. You're so fucking annoying.
I'm pretty sure I told you that I would.
That is not what happened. That is not. I don't know which one is better, Fragrant Flower, Blues Dignity, or Blue Looks. I haven't read either, so I can't.
Dad movies, cinema's most elusive genre.
Yeah, I've seen this around, and I was like, I don't know if this video is worth clicking on.
I feel like it is because one, I love Ford v Ferrari, and I wouldn't classify Ford v. Oh, also, yes, the Fragrant Flower Blooms of Dignity is peak.
You read that too? You're such a weird.
Of course, Kyler.
Jesus Christ, man.
Please, who do you think I am, bro?
Bro, if you got rid of
it's
that
peak.
Yee ass haircut and started you'd probably get some bitches on your dick.
Nah, dog. Just wait, bro. Just wait. I'm not worried about it, dog.
For some reason, I can't think of.
My haircut is fine, by the way, as well. If anyone has a Yee haircut, it's you.
No, that haircut's great.
There is shonen manga with female character. Yeah.
Akane Banashi, Undead Unluck, Soul Eater, Ichi the Witch, Witch Watch.
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I don't know if Ichi. I don't know if
I do know
that's
that.
a female.
It is a girl.
Oh, okay.
You would never call a witch a man, unless you're Owl House.
I don't know.
You were just
Psych House, female main character.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about Psych House.
The girl's the main. You don't remember, Kyler?
I remember the kid
it
with
was
the bucket
peak.
on his head. That's what I remember. That's
The kid with the bucket. The kid with the bucket is not the main character. Wait, Momo's not exactly the MC. Like Momo and Okarun are like kind of equally the MC.
Yeah, I mean that's the undead unluck of it all. But I mean I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuko's more the main character than Andy is though.
Yeah,
I'd say.
But in Dandadan, like Momo and Okarun are like kind of equally the MC.
Shows where there are two main characters are super interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's very. There's something interesting about that. Anyways. Okay, let's see what you have to say, guy.
Genres for many reasons. For marketing, for critique, for pitching to executives. They serve as a shorthand to inform the audience what to expect.
Hold on.
From content to...
Is bro about to say that Lord of the Rings is a dad movie?
Lord of the Rings is a dad movie for sure. It is.
Is it?
I think a dad.
I don't think
movie
my
is
dad.
just
I don't think
any
my
movie-
dad has ever.
A dad movie is just any movie that your young brain is too stupid to watch and you can't quantify his peak yet, and your dad's like, sit down, son, let me put you on game. That's
Well, okay. However, though, my dad loves watching Adam Sandler movies. And look, I got nothing against Adam Sandler movies. I think they're pretty funny and fun. But also at the same time, like okay, look. Don't Mess with Zohan is actually hilarious. And I would it would come on and I would be like, oh, I'm sitting down and I'm watching this now with my dad.
Yeah.
Because it'd just be on TV. And so my dad would just scroll through and be like, oh, this movie's on TV. I guess I'm watching it halfway through now, which is why I've seen so many movies that I've only seen part of it. Like Forrest Gump, I've never seen all of Forrest Gump all the way through.
pretty great.
Because it's always just on TV, and my parents are just, and my dad's just like, Forrest Gump, time to watch that.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, Avatar 2009 is a dad movie because the only time I'd ever seen that movie is when my dad was watching it.
Interesting.
Like I feel like Dune is a dad movie too. I don't know.
Theme to tone to characters. The action adventure is meaningfully different than the action thriller, and they both have their distinct appeal. So it got me thinking about cinema's most elusive genre, the dad movie. What exactly is a dad movie? And
Any
how
movie
can
that
we
Brad Pitt is in
define
is
it
for sure
as
a
its
dad
own
movie.
Dude, Moneyball is such a dad movie, bro. Moneyball is the most dad movie that ever was a dad movie, bro.
Any movie that Brad Pitt stars in is a dad movie.
When I first watched
Welcome
Click,
to
I
the-
thought it was gonna be a typical Adam Sandler movie, but then it just got,
Bro,
it did
I
get very
remember-
depressing.
Dude, I watched Click, dude. I had to be in the 7th grade, and I would stay up late at night to watch movies when I wasn't supposed to, and I was supposed to be asleep. And I remember, and I'd be under my covers. And then one day, I don't know, on a whim, I decided to watch Click, and for the last 30 minutes of the movie, I just think I remember crying under my covers. Just
look,
like
Click has no business having the thematic complexity that it does, but it is crazy.
yeah. And then at the end,
Like-
it's like it was all a dream, but that had no consequences.
Yeah.
Which is lame, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Week 2 of Manuary, where I talk exclusively about dude
Manuary.
movies. My name is
Oh, let's
Tim.
go.
I write for television.
Dude
and my
movies?
wife wrote the
Dude.
script.
I'm
My-
a dude.
my wife
I like
wrote the
movies.
script.
Dads love movies across all genres, but if we were to classify dad movies, they need to speak to dads and dads alone.
Okay.
They can't
This is
just be
true.
movies about dads, featuring dads, or featuring your relationship with dad, or else most movies would be dad movies.
Okay.
I believe for
dad
it to be a dad
fantasy.
movie, it must
Train to
be first
Busan.
and foremost a dad fantasy. The dad in question has reached most of his life's milestones. He has gotten an education, a good job, 2.5 kids, and he is providing for them.
2.5.
All that is left for him is retirement and the eventual slow descent into the grave. But what if he could do something important? Something to leave his mark on the world. That's the fantasy.
Tom
The
Hanks
dad
is such
doesn't
a
want to be
square
whisked
head.
away to a magic land.
Yeah,
He
I
likes the
know.
world he lives in. It was made by men like him for men like
John
him.
Bernthal is the daddest actor of all time as well.
You think?
I for sure think that. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
John
That's
Burt-
such an
Yeah,
interesting
but he
take.
still wants to have an adventure. It just has to be a grounded adventure. The ideal dad adventure must have certain features.
The dad movie.
Dad
The
movie
dad movie must
commandments.
feature a dad vessel. A protagonist the dad viewer can imagine himself as while watching the movie. A perfect
Real?
example of this is Jack Ryan in The Hunt for Red October. He's the proper age for a dad. He's ordinary, skilled, and not the least bit eccentric. He has a specialty or expertise, but not one usually used to save the day. In this case, Jack Ryan has a deep understanding of submarines and one particular Soviet submarine captain. He's moral or morally redeemable, so he'll always wind up doing the right thing. And he's virile. See, Jack Ryan has a child, found in this very brief scene.
I think the Shawshank,
the
dude,
dad
the
vessel
Shawshank
must
Redemption is
save the day.
100% a
There
dad
can be
movie.
setbacks or tragedy, but he must win or succeed in the end. The dad
It's
vessel
so
must also
incredibly
save the
dad
day
movie, bro.
alone, with only occasional help.
Actually, I take that back. Harrison Ford is the daddest actor of all time.
Yeah,
Harrison Ford.
definitely, bro.
from other people or women. Looking again at Jack Ryan, he's the only man in the room advocating that Sean Connery's Ramius intends to defect. He travels alone in dangerous conditions to meet the Russian submarine. And he's the last man standing against a saboteur intent on killing everyone aboard. He's one man against the world. Finally, as mentioned earlier, the movie must be grounded and take place in the real world, either by being
course.
set in modern day or in the past with the veneer of historical accuracy. It must also present an establishment worldview. It can lean either way politically, but it must generally favor the status quo. Bad guys are bad
Yeah.
apples. The institution is not. See here, James Earl Jones, as the deputy director of the CIA, helps Jack Ryan along his mission and eventually makes a call that will avert all-out war between two countries. Even a shadowy organization operating in the gray areas of international law is portrayed as the good guys. There are some
movie
common
Habits.
traits of dad movies that are not.
Why do you spell habits with
For
two
example,
B's?
the dad vessel usually has a family, but he doesn't.
No,
have
it isn't.
His wife might be a smoke show, but the movie is usually
actually looking this
devoid
up?
of
No
erotic
Habits
male
is spelled with
gaze.
two Bs,
Remember,
Noah.
this is a movie.
Hey,
that can
I
be
was like-
watched on the
I was like,
TV
there's
at
no
4 p.m.
shot.
While your wife's friends are chatting in the kitchen. Nothing can be too risque. The best dad movies focus on minutia.
That's true. When it's risque, it becomes a freaking mom movie.
Yeah, that's
Often in
true.
specific procedural skills. The stakes are high, however, the violence is sanitized. The ideal dad movie can be watched and enjoyed on a plane. Dad movies tend
No,
to
no,
avoid
pause.
challenging-
No. He's wrong. The ideal dad movie can be watched on cable television halfway through it has started. As you're scrolling through the guide, being like, oh, I don't know what to watch. There's no sports on right now. And then all of a sudden you see Moneyball. And you're like, oh my gosh.
I think this is just a
Moneyball.
very subjective opinion.
No,
Tom
no,
Hanks is
no.
definitely the daddest actor of all time. No, I wouldn't say so. I think Tom Hanks is like too good of an actor to be considered the daddest actor.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a good actor, but like, okay. Castaway, dad movie.
I haven't seen Castaway.
You haven't seen Castaway?
No.
Dang, that's crazy.
I've seen a singular Tom Hanks movie. No, never mind. I've seen 5. I've seen Toy Stories 1 through 4.
Bruh. Forrest Gump, dad movie. Castaway, dad movie. The Green Mile, dad movie. Big, kind of a dad movie. Saving Private Ryan, dad movie. The Da Vinci Code, dad movie. Catch Me If You Can, dad. Sully, dad movie, bro. Sully's a massive dad movie. Captain Phillips, dad movie, 100%.
By the way, I know 3 of these movies you just named.
Yeah, I know.
Even though it's
And I'm
not
starting to run
objectively
out.
a dad movie, the most dad movie in terms of my dad was The Truman Show. The Truman Show is a great movie, but I wouldn't call
It's
it
a great.
dad
I
movie.
wouldn't call it a dad movie. No, but it is a great movie. Yeah.
Truman Show is
Hold on.
phenomenal.
Harrison Ford movies.
Indiana
Let's
Jones
see.
1 through 5.
Yeah. The Age of Adeline, not a dad movie.
Have you seen
Blade Runner 2049, not a dad movie.
Blade
No, I
Runner
just, but I could just.
2049 is certainly a dad movie.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
Nope. Nope.
Not, wait, sorry, 2049. I meant the original Blade Runner.
Oh, the original? Yeah,
Did
I
you
guess.
just wag your finger in my face and go mm? I'm no longer listening to words that you say. I'm just gonna
42 dad movie.
Minimizing taboos and avoiding
Hollywood
subversive
Homicide. That
topics.
sounds like a dad movie.
Ideally, the dad
Apocalypse
movie is something
Now.
you spot on cable TV.
Holy crap, he has a
Fly
massive
paper, in
filmography.
which you tune in during any scene of the film's runtime and can pick up on the plot, and will stick around to see anything you spot
just said,
from
listen.
subversive topics or themes. Ideally, the dad movie is something you spot on cable TV.
Let's go.
Fly pay-per viewing, in which you tune in during any scene of the film's runtime and can pick up on the plot, and will stick around
Yep.
to see the conclusion. This is usually the result of quality filmmaking. Dad movies need to be competently made. Dads are a discerning bunch, but it can't be too artsy or
Ant-Man and the Wasp is a dad movie.
over the top.
What?
The ideal dad movie is a 7 out of 10. Finally, the best dad
Dial of
movies
Destiny,
feature
pretty underrated.
6,
I don't know,
6
man.
out of 10.
Submarines are the
I didn't
ultimate
think it was that
dad
good.
movie locale. A place filled with skilled
I was like,
men
they're
doing
time traveling
dangerous
now,
things,
bro?
engaging
What?
in warfare, but without all the blood
Yeah.
and guts.
But I
There's
haven't
something
seen all
about
the other
those
ones.
Sweaty men squeezed.
Why'd you go watch Dial of Destiny?
Because my family was going. I was like, yeah, I don't think you really need to see all the other ones to at least get a vibe of what's going on.
And I
So
guess. Indiana Jones
I was just like,
Raiders
eh,
is
whatever.
pretty good, dude. I need to watch the other 2 in the trade.
Yeah,
Raiders.
I know. I need to watch
Together,
the other.
getting closer and
the
closer
only
with every
3.
passing
Yeah,
night,
definitely.
far from the judgment of society. It's something that I can't get enough of.
Wait, go back.
Something that I
Did you not read the big
No,
ass
no,
text
get-
on the screen?
No. I saw that. It just go back further, I lost what he was saying.
Finally, the best dad movies feature submarines. Submarines are the ultimate dad movie locale, a place filled with skilled men doing dangerous things, engaging in warfare, but without all the blood and guts. And there's something about all
Mission
those
Impossible
sweaty
7.
men squeezed in a tight space
Sweaty
together,
men squeezing.
getting closer and closer with every passing
That's
night,
so funny.
far from the judgment of society. It's something that I can't get enough of.
That's not that bad. In one of the other movies, a lady gains
Before
all the
sitting down
knowledge
to
in the
write the
universe and
script, I
everything explodes.
That's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
That's funny.
Over 50 films to determine the criteria for a dad movie and to evaluate them for their dadliness. And I noticed that
Dadliness.
several actors appear multiple times in my watch.
Ooh, ooh.
I decided to call them my honorable dad.
Dude, the Dad Movie Awards would be a fucking crazy.
Dude,
video.
Dad Movie Awards would be so awesome, bro.
Be a funny
How
video.
Dad Movie is the movie you made. Kyler, we should make a Dad movie.
We should make, I was leaning towards make a video called the Dad Movie Awards, where we give out awards based on dad movies every year.
Yeah.
But that too, I guess.
Liam Neeson, Matt Damon, Harrison Ford,
Definitely.
Denzel
Harrison
Washington,
Ford.
and the late, great Robert Redford. These actors have a few things in
Liam
common that
Neeson,
make them
for
perfect
sure.
casting for a
Matt Damon
protagonist.
is
and a
Denzel,
dad movie. They
Denzel,
are
bro,
leading men.
definitely.
No, Denzel's a mom movie dude guy. I'm sorry.
Is she?
Yeah, Denzel,
Or is he?
He is for sure.
Interesting.
Meaning they're both good actors and conventionally
I've
attractive.
only ever heard Denzel Washington brought up by black women, bro. I've never heard my
Really?
dad utter Denzel Washington's name a day in his life.
Interesting.
But none of them are too sexy. They feel attainably hot. These men are serious and safe. These are the type of men that every dad can aspire to be. Let me know in the comments. Who's your favorite daddy?
Matt Damon.
Pedro Pascal.
Now that you've had a
obviously.
primer on dad movies, let's look at a few examples to see if you can identify which films qualify. Crimson Tide. Ron Hunter,
Definitely.
newly appointed XO of the USS Alabama, a Navy
I
submarine,
haven't seen it either. I can
faces
just
off
tell.
against Captain Frank Ramsey when he refuses to help authorize a nuclear strike against a Russian military base. Is this a dad movie?
Yeah.
Yes, it meets all the requirements of a dad vessel, standing alone, using his moral compass to guide him in the face of extreme danger and high stakes. Plus, it's on a submarine. The Rock.
That's not.
Dr.
That's not
Stanley
that bad.
on a submarine.
Okay, yeah, we got that. Never mind.
Goodspeed? Teams up with John Mason, a former British operative and the only man to ever escape Alcatraz, to infiltrate the island when it is occupied by
Yes.
a rogue U.S. Marine Corps
Definitely.
squad aiming chemical weapons at downtown San Francisco. Is this a dad movie?
100%.
No. Turns out Michael Bay
What?
has never made a dad movie because they're all patently ridiculous. They are in no way sensible or grounded enough to ever feel like the real world. Ocean's 11. Danny Ocean, newly released from prison, plans a casino.
His name is Danny Ocean.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's funny.
That's horrible.
That's hence why it's called Ocean's 11.
Yeah, I thought they just called it that, you know, just for no reason.
No,
Rob,
dog.
its
Danny
owner,
Ocean.
Ex-wife's
Oh, it's Oceans and his 11. Okay, it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah, it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Kombawa watashi wa Alvin
I get
desu.
it. Okay, no,
Put in the clip
here.
Is this a dad movie?
Yeah.
No. Ocean's 11 is fundamentally
No.
anti-establishment. The protagonists are thieves, breaking the law and rejecting society's conventions. Field of Dreams. Struggling
Oh,
farmer Ray
big
Kinsella
time.
raises his cornfield and builds a baseball diamond when he sees
Kevin
a vision
Costner,
of a
bro?
famous
Dad movie
baseball
100%.
player standing at the pitching mound.
Bro, actually,
and
Kevin
hears a
Costner might be
disembodied
dad
voice
movie
tell
number
him,
one.
If you build
actor.
it, he will come. Is this a dad movie? No, 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 no.
What?
No. I understand that this film
Bro
makes
has no
all the
idea what he's
daddies
talking
cry and
about.
heavily features America's favorite
Bro
pastime,
has no
but
idea. Bro's a fraud.
This is a movie for sons. It's all about Ray coming to terms with his relationship with his father. Also, there are ghosts, and if there's ghosts, there might as well be wizards, and that makes it a fantasy film. It's not
Nah,
a dad
dude.
movie.
I'm sorry, buddy. You're wrong.
The future of dad movies.
What does the future hold for dad movies? Arguably, they've been on decline for the last few decades as studios focus on big-budget tentpole films and avoid
So sad.
mid-budget movies. Instead, what we've seen recently is a lot more dad TV.
Yeah.
We have a new generation of
this
dad
is true.
fathers. Men are waiting longer to have children, and they are more involved in child rearing when they do. And there's fewer of them.
Disappointing.
Bunch of
Things are looking
pansies,
pretty bleak
man.
right now between a
The kid'll
troubled
survive.
Bro,
political
just
landscape,
don't love your
rising
children, bro.
costs,
Literally, I was gonna. Whoever my wife is, I'm just gonna pull a gun freaks on him, bro. He's gonna hand them and like, yo, when he's 12, hand them this note and tell him to come find me.
and the
Oh my
new
gosh.
idea that for the first time in modern history, the lives of our children may not be better than the lives of the previous generation. Will this new generation of dad viewer want a different kind of escapism? Will nostalgia
Nick Cage has
take
made
a
some
more
good.
prominent
He
place
has.
in dad content?
Yeah.
If you'd like to know more about the making of this video, you can check in the description for the full list of movies I watched, the dad movies and the non.
The Born Identity.
Dude, the Born Identity is 100% a dad movie. What do you mean?
Born Identity is also amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
The whole trilogy is amazing, but but it's also a blur to me, because
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. It's been almost 2 hours. Frickin', yeah. Thank you, Nami, for joining at the end of the stream. And thank you
Appreciate
to
you.
nobody else. Matson Muir, you're dead to me. I'm kidding. I would never say that. But
That's and if we ever blow up and then act like we don't know nobody, we'll still know you.
we'll
trust.
still know you. What was the Nick Cage one where he and some woman stole a baby and raised the baby themselves? Ghost
Oh,
Rider,
are you
Spirit
talking
of
about?
Vengeance.
Are you talking about Raising Arizona?
No, he's talking about Ghost Rider.
Nick Cage
Spirit
is
of
not.
Vengeance.
Nick Cage is not in Raising Arizona, bro.
He's talking about Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, Noah.
Oh my gosh, he is. Never mind. I was wrong.
What a fool!
Dude, he does not look like himself in there.
What a simpleton fool!
Huh. Yeah, it's called Raising Arizona. That's a dad movie.
Anyways, but yeah, end of stream. See you frickin' later, nerds.
Bye.